So what you think about his tackling form?
I'll give you a boost. And beat.
That nigga never had a chance.
That nigga went up there like a rookie, bro. First off, it's Dave Chappelle, my nigga. If you're gonna do it, go all in. You didn't already rush the stage, bro. You can't go with no arm tackle. You gotta wrap him up. You gotta go back down to your foundations. What they teach you in Pee Wee, wrap him up.
I put that nigga in the chicken wing.
That nigga, bro. And then right after that nigga took off and niggas started chasing that nigga and they beat his ass. Like, nigga, who gonna be mad at that?
It's funny, you just see him getting his ass whooped in the background.
Yeah, all I saw was like 8 niggas thumping this nigga out in the back. And I'm like, I ain't mad at it. Nigga should have been. That's what the fuck you get. Next time, take your ass somewhere else. Don't try that shit. And then I saw some shit about he had a song or something like that. I ain't listen to that trash.
They said Will Smith fault.
Hey
They said he made people think it was okay to do that.
man, well, I mean, then Dave Security made it be known that it's okay to get your ass whooped on stage.
On me.
Because I mean, even with the Chris Rock and Will thing, I wouldn't have been mad at Chris if he punched him.
Me neither.
He was hella professional, but I definitely would have got back at it. It would have been a fight. Wouldn't have been no more black hosts. Because you ain't about to slap me on national TV and then just walk off and fix your coat.
And just sit down like, nigga, no. All right, so that mean you just think you just felt safe doing that shit.
That nigga walked out. He said he fixed the jacket and everything. That's the part that got me. The nigga walked away and fixed his coat and shit. Nah, I'd have.
He felt too safe doing that.
Mm-hmm. Because even Chris' reaction to it, like you could tell, like Chris wasn't about to do nothing about that. Dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke. Like his reaction to it said that nigga wasn't gonna do nothing. It would have been,
hell yeah.
It would have
like,
been,
bro, what the fuck, bro?
It'd have been. I'd have been on the mic.
It's just a joke.
I'd have been on the mic, bitch. Did you just come over here and do that shit? Oh, this nigga right here. The fuck is this shit? Holy shit. There's got to be a story.
Let's restart.
There's got to be a story.
What's up, y'all?
There has to be a story.
Why I look like Takashi?
Justin with the eye patch. What happened?
Hey.
He said, hey.
I'd rather talk to her anyways. I haven't seen her in like umpteen months. Say what's up.
Nigga, well, you keep saying you gonna shoot through it or like try to link up, and then like, nigga, my phone is just like dry as fuck. So
all right, it's on me right now, but I'm gonna be there ASAP. But I mean, there's really not a story. It's actually kind of boring. I got seasonal allergies, apparently. I just found out today.
Just found out you got seasonal allergies.
Yeah. So apparently, when I get allergies, my eye swells up. So right now, it looks like I got stung by a bee. But yeah, that's it. It's actually not even a story. I wish it was. We can make up a good one.
Nigga, you stop lying, nigga. Game caught you slipping.
See, I knew you was gonna go there. I was gonna say I ran to the game.
Hey, game caught him slipping. Game caught him slipping at the swap meet. Hey,
check it out. See, it's not black. It's just swollen.
You finally ran into that nigga. Game. And the game taps you up a little bit.
Hey, Tate, by the way,
Got a
bro,
hold of you.
my shit is catching up to yours, bro. What's going on, man?
Nigga, I'm not in no race with you.
I'm in a race with you, nigga. You didn't know I knew.
That's your own personal problem.
Shit.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, my brother.
It ain't looking like a problem right now, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with that, my brother, but I'm glad I could be inspiration for you.
My nigga said I'm on my Bomani Jones right now. We about to get this hair thing cracking right now.
It would be kind of cool if we all had like a you know.
Nah.
Nah. Wherever you was going with that, nah.
Instant nah. I'm not regrowing my shit.
Nah, you can't grow your shit out. What are you talking about?
I can and I have. I'm just not gonna do it.
Prove it.
Niggas need
Why
that
the fuck would I do that?
I just want to see it. I don't think I've ever seen you with long hair in my life.
I had braids probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Cut that shit off.
You gotta bring it back.
I'm good.
Did you see that?
Huh?
You see it? I never seen this nigga with long hair before.
Mm-mm.
I never seen it either. See, both of us never seen it. Are there
I'm
pictures?
Good. Yeah.
Really? You got like 6 pictures of yourself online. I really find it
You
hard.
are correct. I only have 6 pictures of myself online.
You really do. Like, you really do. If you was like, one day I'm a fugitive and this is why I don't take pictures, I would completely believe that shit. Like, this nigga has like 4 photos. I'm trying to find pictures and shit to do stuff. I'm like, God damn. I'm gonna have to draw this nigga.
I'm gonna have to draw this nigga.
Yeah, that's the story on my eye. Shit should be back to normal in a few days. I don't know. We'll see. If not, I'm gonna be Slick Rick the Ruler for the rest of the time. I don't know.
Yeah, I just found out I'm allergic to dogs and peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter?
Now, peanut butter, that's the fucked up one. But dogs, how you just figure that out?
Avoid dogs, but peanut butter, like they sneak peanuts in every. Is it peanut butter or just peanuts?
Peanut butter.
Damn, they try to sneak that shit in like random stuff.
But I just found it out because I had to get a test. I had to get blood work, and that was a part of the test. They showed me what I was allergic to and shit like that because I had this little reaction on my skin, and I know where that shit came from, and they was trying to figure it out. So they was trying to just see, I guess, and they let me know that shit. But I mean, I ain't know because I always ate peanut butter and I always been around dogs, so. I'm like, I never guessed that I was allergic to either one.
What I just found out earlier today is you can develop allergies apparently after like 25 and shit. You start developing new allergies that you never had. So
that's what I figured. I figured like shit. I'm about to be 30, so all this new shit finna start developing in the nigga.
That's kind of what she said. My doctor was like, as soon as you start hit 25, 30, all these shit. My nigga had the Trey songs. And I can't trust you, beard. You can never trust a nigga with that mustache. If your shit don't connect, I don't know. Can't trust you.
Yo, but that's wild though. Like, yeah, nigga, once you get older and shit start hitting you a little different.
Man. Your body start rearranging this shit. And it's like, you know what? Now I'm allergic to this shit that I ain't never been allergic to 30 years of my whole life. So yeah, for me,
I still don't believe that dog one though. I don't believe that dog.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a wild one for me because like I feel like that would have came up a while ago.
Yeah, unless it's a certain type of dog, or unless it's dog, unless I'm just allergic to dog shit. Like I don't know.
I was gonna say it might be a certain kind of dog, like maybe like a dog with long hair or some shit, or the other way.
Man, I done been around every kind of dog.
I'm saying, like, could you imagine walking up to oh no, I'm allergic to Rottweilers. Like you can't bring him around.
It's probably just not a severe allergy though. You feel me?
That's what I'm thinking. Like you probably like the hairs and shit. Yeah.
You probably just get but that's
probably like if I lived with a dog or some shit over time, I'll probably start noticing like, why the fuck am I feeling fucked up? Like come to find out it's the dog. Like, but I don't be around animals and shit to really like know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, it's probably just all that outside shit. You know how our parents used to be. Oh, you smell like dog. You smell like wet dog. You smell like outside shit. You know how
shit. I'm a motherfucking dog. I'm a motherfucking dog.
Well, I smell like one. 'Cause I am.
It's probably just all that shit that collect in their fur and all that type shit.
Yeah, that shit weird though, but man,
That might be
whole
something.
time I've been lying to my doctor saying I ain't got no allergies, bro. Yeah,
Well,
I ain't
we
allergic
don't
to
we
nothing.
don't know. Well, we don't know until we find out. That's why every time I get asked that question, I always say none that I know of.
Yeah, like not that I know
That's a
of.
safe
Shit.
answer. That's a safe answer for sure. Because you, get surprised like me one day, or one day, boom, your shit is swole up.
Because
But
my eyes always like I've always had like that allergy like ever since I was young, like elementary, like my eyes would turn bloodshot red. And so like, yeah, like even in elementary kids be like, do you smoke? Like, no, fool.
yeah,
I just like y'all see me every day.
they think you high every day.
Like my eyes used to be bloodshot red, bro.
And that was your allergies, huh?
And like still today, like my eyes still be red as hell. But
Man, my shit was itching earlier.
That was pretty
For
much
no
it.
reason.
Like I was at work and my shit was kind of itchy, and I was like, all right, my eyes are itchy, whatever. I get home, I'm talking to my girl, and she looking at me like, kind of like,
she was like, damn, the king caught you in traffic.
she kind of like looking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? And she's like, your eyes swollen, babe. I'm like, really? I go to the sink. I'm like,
Nigga, you got the Rona.
I'm out of work for a couple days, so I'm cool with it. I'm all right.
Nigga, you put tears on my thumbnail picture?
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
show
pretty
you
sure
some
if I ran into
tears.
him, I would be bigger
Show
than
you
this.
some tears, nigga. Make sure that eye nice and fluffy.
Oh shit.
And, I was actually, it's funny because I knew you was gonna say that, and I was like, man, I should come on here and run with that story, but ain't nobody gonna believe that I fucking met Game randomly and got into it with him. And still alive. Like, ain't nobody gonna believe that.
And still alive.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. He's a big ass dude. I'm like 210. He's probably like almost 300. He's a big
Would
dude.
you fight JoJo?
JoJo Simmons? JoJo
Yeah.
Simmons?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, nigga. What the sign me up. Let me boxing match. I don't give a fuck. After my cousin get done with lightweight, then I handle it. Because for real, I don't got a problem with him, so it would just be like a sparring match.
I ain't even trying to fight him. Like, you the
But
one that
my
said, fuck
cousin-
yeah, you came with the energy.
I'm not afraid to fight nobody my same size, my nigga. It's fucking Game is a monster. It's like the size of Bane, and I'm not even as big as Batman. What the fuck? Like, nah.
Are you afraid?
Yeah. You seen
Would
that?
you fight? Would you fight? Would you fight Wack?
He was supposed to fight like Tommy Hearns or some shit because he was talking shit, and that nigga caught him.
Are you
talking about Martin?
Yeah, y'all see that episode?
Yeah, and he
That's
came
what
out
that
up
should be. Me
That's
skating.
the meme.
Me skating. He ain't gonna catch me. I can guarantee I run faster in the game. He can lift more than me.
I'm gonna have to inbox. I'm gonna set something up.
You can fight Black China.
Oh yeah, Black China looking for somebody to fight.
Nah, my homegirl, what's her name? Got that lightweight on her. What that girl name? That want to fight her so bad. Fuck is that bitch name?
That ain't your homegirl.
Yeah, that must not be your homegirl. Y'all barely know each other.
No, she not. But I know she want to fight Black China. I'm trying to think of the girl name.
I don't know, but I mean, hey, if you're looking for somebody to fight, you can get in there.
Yeah, she looking for anybody right now.
She's looking for anybody.
She's trying to get that steam off her chest.
Equality hasn't went that far yet. We
You
can't
know,
be boxing.
you know who she needs to fight? I got her opponent right now. You know who she needs to fight? Because she got beef.
Chloe?
Caitlyn.
Oh, I was gonna say fight Chloe because she can call his girl.
Nah, it's Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
Nah.
She got Kardashian Jenner beef.
I don't even think he a Kardashian no more. They don't even recognize that nigga
I said
no more.
Kardashian Jenner.
Yeah, I guess the Jenner part, but they don't even talk about him no more. You see, he just disappeared. They don't. Or
I don't really watch the show. I literally have only watched 2 episodes, and that was with my girl recently.
Caitlyn disappeared. So I don't know which pronoun to use. So yeah, they don't talk about Caitlyn no more.
That's
You
crazy.
know what pronoun to use. It's just depend on if you want to use it.
Yeah, if you want to be politically correct or if you just want to be a real nigga.
I don't know what pronoun to use, bro. Saw that nigga on a Wheaties box, cuz and now he's something else. I don't know what pronoun to use, bro. I'm confused.
My nigga's a lesbian. Leave him alone.
Yeah. That's what he said though.
No.
That's what he said though.
Yeah.
Nah, for real?
Yeah.
He identifies as a woman, but likes women.
Yeah. No interest in men at all.
I ain't see nothing, man.
That's a lesbian.
Hey, can you still be gay? Like if you're a nigga, right? But you want to become a female, but you like female still? Like your sexual preference don't change. It's just you don't want to be a nigga no more. Which like so like is that still considered like gay? Or is it the act that makes you gay of doing something with another?
I think that's it.
Gender that's the same. Like
that's a good.
Hold on. Do you transition first, or you just this is like in your thoughts? Because I feel like if you were to transition,
well, it's of liking someone of the same sex, right?
Yeah.
So in order for that to happen, then you have to acknowledge Caitlyn as a woman who likes women.
That's why I was like, is it post change or pre change?
But she made that. I mean, shit. He made that transition though.
I mean, a tricky one.
I don't know if his balls is cut off or nothing, but
wow.
You feel me? Shit.
That's a tricky one. That's actually a really good question, Tay. I'm not sure how you go about that one. Like, I'm really like, I feel like we should open that one up.
Yeah, for sure. Cause like that's the.
It's one of those things, right? I'm really trying to like be serious about it, but it's funny as hell. So my mind is like on cartoon shit right now.
I mean, when we say somebody gay is because they like a nigga gay is because he did some gay shit with another nigga. Like it's never because like
he think he a female. Actually,
like he think he a female and like, but nah, that ain't true. Cause younger growing up, niggas that wanted to be females, we called them niggas gay off top. Like period. You just was just gay. Like you was in that category of being gay. Like,
but are we talking about the ones who like the males, or are we talking about ones who were just feminine?
Or we called them sugar, or we say they had sugar in their teeth. Feel me? Yeah. But that was still like gay. Like he was gay. Like,
but are you referring to like dudes who were like feminine, or they like?
Yeah. Like we didn't know yet, but we knew. Like, oh yeah, that nigga gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, it's tricky though, right? Because the way you pose the question is in their mind, they think they're of the opposite sex. We just see them as something else. So it's tricky. It's real tricky. I don't even know.
It ain't tricky, nigga. You born a man. You a man, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think you is.
It's like I don't
know. That's bullshit. That's like me, nigga. That's like me saying, nigga, I feel like Tupac is in my body right now, and I'm Tupac, nigga. His soul is reincarnated in me, and I feel like I'm Tupac. I'm not Devontae no more. Like, don't call me by that. Call me Tupac. Like, and really start living my life like I'm Tupac. Like, bro, no, you can't do that.
So, hey, Tay, in your bio, make sure you put I identify as Tupac.
Like, you can't do that.
Throw that in your bio real quick.
Something random we all identify is like, I identify as fucking Andre 3K.
Like, bro, yeah, if that's the case, everybody will start fucking identifying as somebody. Like, bro, you can't do that shit, bro. You can't do that, bro. I don't believe in that shit, bro. It's like, nigga, if you a man, born a man, you was a man, bro. I don't care what you think you is or none of that, bro. That don't matter to me. Because we talking about the physical.
I don't got all the information, so I just steer clear because I don't know everything about that whole situation. There's more stuff that I feel like.
Man, that shit is simple to me.
I don't know, bro. That shit
that's just simple to me, my nigga.
Nigga,
it was two genders, nigga. There's a man and a female, bro. There's nothing more. Like all that other shit is fucking, bro, scientific mutation shit going on, bro. Like, come on, my nigga. I'm not finna sit here and act like, nigga, that shit, like, nah, bro. I mean, I don't have nothing. I mean, people do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak on people doing what they want to do with their life. But at the same time, nigga, I don't agree with that shit, bro. Like the fuck, nigga. I don't agree with that shit, bro.
I'm gonna do a smooth.
Give a fuck as long as it doesn't affect me necessarily. Type shit.
Fuck all that, nigga. That's selfish, nigga. I don't agree with that shit, bro.
I feel like
even if it don't affect me or not, nigga, I don't agree with that shit, bro. Because it's affecting somebody else.
I can't control. They grown shit. I can't tell no grown people what to do.
See, well, I think about life in a different way than you do.
Definitely, but it's like this. I just stress myself out worrying about what some other grown people gonna do. Like,
it ain't even about worrying. I don't worry myself. I don't worry myself. It ain't even about that.
Or even think about like I got so much other shit to worry about. Like that I actually have to worry about this shit that I don't have the information on. It's just like, hey, I don't know. That's what they do over there, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna transition into something else real quick. How y'all feel about that Lenny Kravitz?
Man, nigga shouldn't.
That's not transitioning, nigga. That's going deeper into the conversation. What are you talking about?
It's transitioning to the Met and all these niggas clothes.
This is what I wanted to ask y'all about that.
Man, that's going deeper into the conversation you asked me, because Lenny Kravitz, boy, come on, man, stop playing, Black. Y'all niggas acting crazy right now.
He got a whole family.
We on the same shit on that one.
Okay, what that mean, bro? What does that mean, bro? What does a nigga having a family have to do with how he portrays himself?
You saying that he
gay with a family?
Fair enough.
It's people that were at one point not gay and then are gay now and have kids. Or
I feel like all that shit be like mixed signals and messages and shit as far as like perception and shit. Cause it's like, come on, bro. Like niggas does not grow up ever seeing another nigga wearing some fucking see-through shit with his titties out unless he was gay or a faggot, bro. Like, come on, let's be real, bro. Niggas was not doing that. Niggas was not doing that shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. Your homies was dressing like that? Your homies had uncles that was dressing like that? Like, come on, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Nah, I'm being real. Like in the 70s and shit, Funkadelic, all them niggas, they used to wear weird.
Man, them niggas was acts, bro. I'm talking about real life shit, nigga. Like, was your homies and your uncles dressing like that, bro, on a regular day-to-day basis, bro?
Nah, nigga, they not from Paul and Funkadelic, so it's different, and they not part of Prince's band.
Nigga, they were performers, bro. I'm not. You can't compare performers with regular people dressing like that, bro. They're performers, acts, bro. Half the time they don't even pick out their own wardrobe, my nigga. Somebody else telling them to wear that shit.
Everybody at the Met Gala is a performer, so I mean, what's the difference? I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't believe in none of that shit either. I'm just saying, like, we have seen it before. It just wasn't at the Met Gala. It was on stage at a concert.
Nigga, I'm talking about what niggas grew up seeing, bro. Nigga, you grew up seeing your homies and your uncles and shit dressing like that? And that shit was cool?
But I did see Prince do it, and he still had all the ladies.
So it was cool because he had all the ladies?
That's two separate things. I said,
like, come on, bro. Like, what are you saying, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, I saw it. I had two eyes then, and I saw it. Did I think it was cool? Fuck no. I wear a t-shirt.
Like, come on, bro. Nigga got on heels, walking with his ass cheeks out and shit, but he got female, so that's fly shit, right? Like, come on, bro. Hell no, nigga.
That was actually the what you just said was the thought. Like, hey,
I'm not even sure that was the thought. Like, I'm not gonna go that far.
Countless times, bro. I've heard it said countless times.
I'm not vouching for that shit, bro.
I've seen the Jerry curl. My pops, my uncles, and all of them. They might have had the Jerry curl and shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking all, like
I don't feel like that was Prince,
shit like that. But they definitely had on like the tight shirt. They had the tight shirt, the small, cut off at the sleeve type shit.
That was because your dad and my dad thought they were buff, so they had,
Nah, they were skinny as shit. They didn't think they was buff.
Nah, my dad was a big ass dude. I can't even front on him.
I'm talking about my dad and my uncle. They were skinny as shit. So it wasn't none of that.
I think that's the thing. I'm coming to it. I think that was the style because niggas wore like blouse type shirts back in the 70s. And
I don't remember seeing a blouse type shirt.
Bro, look at some of those. If you go to the thrift store and see some of them shirts, she's like, this is a man's shirt? This looks like a female shirt, bro. But it wasn't a lot of them, though, and it definitely wasn't the style in California. That's some East Coast stuff, because if you think about Prince, Parliament, Funkadelic, all them niggas is from Midwest, East Coast, Detroit, Chicago. They not from out here.
I'm agree with Tay on this one. I think that was more of that act, and Prince just happened to get away with it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
He
not just
definitely
Prince.
got away. That nigga ran away with that shit. Fuck, got away. That nigga ran away with that shit, boy.
Everybody's entourage. Morris Day too. Like all of them.
Yeah, it was their entourage, but they dressed like that because of the main act. Like
But
they
what
didn't
about when he
dress
broke
like that
away?
on their own thing. Like you couldn't be in Prince's entourage and not be dressed like that. Like
What about when
you
he
be the
broke away?
one nigga with the tight shirt looking like you in NWA in the midst of a bunch of niggas with blouses on. Like you
It's
can't.
not going down. It's gonna
Yeah.
fuck up the whole image. Prince gonna kick your ass out the band. Yeah, you're
He came
done.
out of the band, and he still dressed the same way.
You're
So
done.
that was him. That wasn't Prince because he
Yeah,
had
but that was already an image perception. Like that's part of the
so
performer.
he had to
at
stay
that
with the
point.
blouses.
Yeah, that's part of the performer at that point.
Nah, Morris Day was big as fuck. If he wanted to wear something different, like if he just came out in like a suit, a regular suit,
That nigga don't even own the rights to his name.
this Prince is smart. That's on some other shit though.
Yeah, so I would definitely, he don't own the rights to his name, so I would definitely believe that he will keep running with a fucking image for sure. I definitely would agree with that for sure.
So you say his bad business practices bleed into his regular shit.
I mean, that's a business practice. Dressing that part is a business practice.
All right, if you phrase it like that, I guess. But I just seen this nigga wear it too many times to be like, nah, this is just him at work.
It's part of the image.
I don't feel like that's his uniform.
He break the image, man. He gonna cut ties to everything that he was known for.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting concept.
Like you wasn't gonna see Prince out here. You was never gonna see Prince regardless on a regular day. You wasn't gonna see him in no Allen Iverson jersey, rocking no AI, rocking no AI.
Nah, it would be a purple.
That's not his. That's not his image.
So you think Morris Day is tied to Prince intrinsically, and that's why he didn't change his shit?
It's the brand, bro. The
Yes.
brand is still alive, bro.
No, I feel what y'all saying.
He has to stay attached to the brand, bro. If he changes his image, it's no more attachment to the brand for him, bro.
And that's kind of why I think he would have changed it, because Morris Day was like, fuck that nigga for like a long time because he kicked him out. But I hear what y'all saying, though. It's part of the shit. But it's kind of hard for me to tie it like separate, because I don't see regular people walking around this weird Met Gala shit. It's just celebrities and artists.
But that's the point we get.
Man, you didn't see Bad Bunny?
He's a celebrity and artist, bro.
What?
And hold on, did you see your man Future?
Future wasn't bad compared to Future, and Gunna wasn't bad compared to everybody else.
Gunna was the only one that wasn't that crazy. At least his legs wasn't showing.
Future wasn't that crazy. Future had like some regular, but he had on like shorts or some shit with like a glove.
He had on suit shorts with a butler back jacket, the tuxedo back jacket.
Yeah, but that's not that bad in comparison.
With a lace sheer shit.
I ain't see all that. I go look it up right now.
Hey,
pull that up, man.
I was about to post that picture on our timeline, bro. Go to the shade room. Why is this nigga wearing a print shirt? Nah, man. That's why I said
nigga Westbrook got on this long ass skirt, nigga.
That's not the first time he wore skirts. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised by that.
Not even surprised.
Yeah, where you see a mesh shirt at?
Go. All right, pull it up. Make it bigger, bro.
Hold on, that is not Future.
No. Because it was funny because I posted those pictures and people started sending me pictures of people in the Met Gala that was dressed crazier than the ones that we saw. And I was like, oh, Future is on this? I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I gotta post like another one with his shit on.
Look, this is not that bad.
Oh, so
that is not a mesh shirt.
Yes, it is.
No, I wouldn't, but that's not that bad in comparison to what we've seen.
It don't look like nothing too crazy. Let me pull it up. I can't really see it on there.
In comparison is different to is it bad? Because in comparison, there was some really crazy shit, like Lady Gaga type shit in there. So in comparison, him having shorts and a suit jacket ain't that crazy, but it's crazy.
No, for a regular event, yes. For the Met Gala, no, this is actually pretty tame.
That's trash.
I didn't say it was a good outfit. I'm saying
like,
I'm saying if you compare this to Bad Bunny, he looked like he belonged. He looked like I could actually go shake his hand.
Which one? Future?
Man, Future. Hey, Future's outfit is not questionable at all.
Are you serious, Tay?
Yeah,
that's not questionable at all, my boy. I'm sorry.
Bro, you crazy.
Like what I mean, what's questionable about it? Like, I don't mean
that's not a mesh shirt, by the way.
And it's not, because that shirt is not see-through, my G. That shit is like a charcoal black.
It's like a satin kind of. It's like a satin kind of shirt.
It's not velour, bro.
It is. I can see it right here. I'm looking dead at it on the big screen.
Yeah, I'm on it, bro. That shit is not see-through, bro.
See-through, dog.
It's not see-through. I'm looking
Nigga,
at it.
I'm zoomed in on that bitch. It's not see-through.
Y'all cashing for future. It's okay.
It's not see-through.
It's okay.
Anyways, nigga, y'all see Bad Bunny?
Yeah, that was wild.
Shit was crazy. Shit like Bullwinkle. But he was Bullwinkle's body.
Hold on, wait. Let me get a third opinion. Wait.
Pull it up.
Is this shirt see-through? Yeah. No.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That nigga want that shit to be see-through so bad.
I don't want it to be
Like,
nothing.
bro.
I want it to be
Like,
regular.
yo, I get your sentiment on the suit shorts. Like, that's just kind of weird. But in terms of like,
he looks like Willy Wonka. Shut up.
At
that's
Met
fair.
Gala,
That's fair.
it's
But
not too
fair,
weird to
but
have
at
on
the
suit
Met
shorts.
Gala, that's not weird. Like, I feel like Nikki's outfit was weirder than that, and that was
Pull her up.
semi-normal. She had on like a baseball hat, but like it was like it was a tamer dress though than what I would think she would have.
So she dressed like she was going to like the BET Awards at the Met Gala.
She had on a baseball cap that had like a crown, looked like a crown on
Yeah,
it.
like that was like the biggest deal. But like her dress was actually fit. It was just a hat
So what's this Met Gala stuff, bro? Because this is new
right
shit.
here.
Does everybody? Okay, yeah, she's pretty like normal compared to everybody else.
Exactly. That's all we saying about Future. Like it's not the greatest look, but in comparison to everybody else, it's normal. Yeah.
Shit is weird, all of it. So what's this
I'm
Met
about
Gala
to
shit?
send a photo
They
to
all
the
get their
chat.
stuff from the
Look.
same people or what?
What?
Like, how does this go?
It's just a fashion. It's a designer fashion type thing.
I just sent a photo to the chat.
I see. Let's see.
It got Nicki on there. It got Future on there, and Future shirt is not see through.
So I'm gonna have to post some more pictures of some people maybe at the Met Gala. What do they even do there? Are there like musical acts or anything? Or they just sit and chill? It's like a social event?
I actually think there is a musical act. I think somebody performed,
I
but
would imagine because of all those people, they're like somebody will perform. All of those people.
it's pretty standard. Like it's like the outfits we just said they wasn't that.
Passcode.
Oh, there is.
What's the passcode? Black?
Oh, there is not one.
Hold on, I got it right here.
You know what I just thought of? Why is everybody wearing black? Bad Bunny was
It is
wearing brown.
one. It's always a passcode for Zoom.
Oh no, I hit you that. Okay, well he kind of joined it and
87559.
exited.
I just thought about
I saw the name pop up and then he left. That's what I'm saying.
I know with me, I just click on the link and
I just put it to where it's a waiting
they do be
room.
having that put in the code.
I just put it for where it's a waiting room so I can allow people in so they don't just hop in the middle.
Yeah, that would be mad crazy, but it'll be kind of funny too at some point. We'd be in like some deep conversation. Somebody's just like
pop up out of nowhere.
Oh, what's up, guys? We'd be like, oh, yeah.
There we go, right here. Now I'm gonna let them in.
What's up? Ben 10.
But yeah. Yo.
What's good?
Well,
Yo, what's the deal, Ben?
How we doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh,
great,
man. We doing our normal cutting up on Wednesday type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to see you, Ben. So y'all already know pretty much a little bit about Ben. I met Ben through a Creative Futures program, and he actually was my mentor with the A&R and stuff like that. You know, he ended up being the one that was mentoring me, giving me game here and there and just stuff like that about the music business and stuff like that. Yeah, man.
Shit, that was gonna be my first question. I was like, how did y'all meet? Okay. So he helped you become the monster that you are on the DMs and like in person and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like finding artists and stuff like that, like knowing how to tell when an artist is about to blow up and bubble, like when they about to bubble, like all the little signs that an A&R need to know about, an artist's traction. You know what I mean?
Okay. So Ben, like,
I mean, I don't know about all that. I didn't teach him that much.
I was gonna ask you, like, what was a young Tay man? Because we know this form of Tay man, but what was a young Tay man? Let's start off with some funny stuff, and we'll get into a little bit more of your story. How was that?
No, it was good, man. So, I mean, we met probably 2 years ago now, something like that, maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. So,
yeah, it's probably like 2 now.
Yeah. So, I mean, we spent a lot of time. We would just like kick it during the pandemic, and like all around LA and stuff. And I think Tay, for me, one of the biggest things that came to mind is I remember he was in one of our A&R calls, and I don't even think like our CEO like knew who Tay was at the time, but he was just like he was jumping in on like he's like, here's what I think about this artist, here's what I think about this artist. Our CEO was hitting me up on the side like, wait, who is this? Like, he's like, I agree with him, but like we need more people talking like that right now. Like,
okay, that's positive. That's positive.
But yeah. Good stuff always for him.
Okay.
So how does somebody like yourself go about finding artists out here?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I feel like there's a number of different ways where people find them. Sometimes it's just through relationships. I think a lot of stuff for us as a company comes through relationships with like artist attorneys, their managers, even like booking agents, the people they're working with there. But then a lot of A&R, especially over the last couple of years, has been people doing research and just trying to like stay on top of like what's popping off, and whether that's on TikTok, whether it's just on YouTube, whether it's like even I'm thinking of an artist who had something that was like pretty much all on Twitter, but a lot of like computer A&Rs as well. So I think as we're coming out of the pandemic, now it's been people trying to combine the two again. And get back into a world where you may see something online first, but then get to go and see the artist in person. So yeah, I know that happened even this year. An artist who had a big moment on TikTok that really popped off, and then we got to meet in person. I saw him perform at South by Southwest a couple weeks after, and we just signed him actually this past week. So it's cool to see those worlds started to come together a little bit more versus period of time that was like a lot of just like waiting for something to happen on the internet.
Yeah, I was gonna touch on that because I was gonna ask you, like, it has to be a thing where you're looking at them through social media nowadays, right? But I mean, formerly it would have been going out there and actually seeing the artist at a venue, or finding the artist, just digging through CDs, which is a thing of the past at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, and I'm glad that shows are coming back too. Like, I feel like there's been, even there's an artist the other week I was at a show, and somebody was just like the music in between sets, somebody was playing something over the speakers, and I was like, oh, this is dope. Who is this? And I like Shazam. It was like now I got put onto a new artist sort of thing, right? So I'm hyped that the discovery of being at shows is back, but yeah, a lot of it has been, especially TikTok, I would say, like as one of like the sort of leading indicators of when something might pop off. And I think it's a lot of times you'll see something happen on TikTok first and then go to Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Instagram from there. So a lot of people have been spending time trying to really understand TikTok and what's happening there. But even TikTok as a platform has changed too. So
that's the truth.
Go ahead, 91.
I'm glad we had an A&R on, because a lot of the times now you don't even really know that A&Rs still are out there, because you think of A&Rs back in the day, somebody would come hunt you down, hey, whoopty whoop, trying to like, give you some game on what you should be doing with your career, and then maybe get you, like you said, signed. Yeah. But now it's kind of cool. Like you said, the whole game is different. You're using the internet, you're using TikTok, which a lot of people are up and down on. So it's good to hear like that's a very valid avenue to get something popping on. Shoot, we have a lot of independent artists on here trying to figure it out. So that was like a lot of deep stuff that I think you just really condensed down to like, hey, put your stuff on a lot of different platforms, but for sure TikTok, I guess, if you're an artist.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok is definitely one that like it's probably easiest to grow your audience really, really quickly. Like all you need is sort of one moment, and the way that their algorithm works, like it'll expose you to new people all the time. And to a certain extent, you know, Instagram with Reels or YouTube with YouTube Shorts are trying to replicate that. But you know, TikTok does it sort of better than anybody else still. And they do. And now I think they're at a point. What I was saying earlier, I was kind of alluding to like how TikTok has changed. Like it used to be where there weren't as many people on the platform, at least like creators on the platform. So when something big happened, like everybody saw it. And now I think there are so many creators, so many like, you know, followers, fans, like everybody who's on it, that even like small trends can pop off where you may just get exposed to a couple thousand people, but those couple thousand people, like, you know, that's big enough. So we're working with an artist right now out of Philly, for instance, and like if you're in Philly, you'll see his stuff everywhere. You might not see it if you're in Arizona, right? But like if you're in Philly, like you're guaranteed to see it. And even TikTok didn't necessarily used to be that way. So it's helpful for starting to build that audience for sure.
That's a gem right there. That's some big stuff to know. I'll let you.
Yes. So for artists, so for independent artists who don't have the team, sort of, so to speak, how would you suggest that they go about, you know, putting themselves out there without the worries of the quality, or not really knowing the direction of the content they want to go in, but they have their drive and ambition to know that they have something inside of them that they need to show the world?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the big things about, you know, people getting outside again is like the importance of starting locally is like I would emphasize that even more, because I think the things that are most exciting, people care about it where the artist is from, like where that creator is from in their home base, like their hometown wants to put them on, right? Like it's hard to even like I don't actually even mean to sort of like say like, oh, TikTok is the end all be all. I think there are some people who are kind of in that boat, and I disagree with that. I think TikTok is sort of like, use TikTok to your advantage, or use Instagram to your advantage. Like any platform, use it to your advantage to sort of amplify your story. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you still need that story. And I think a lot of times that story starts at home. And so for me, I think it's a big things that come to mind are just like, you know, find a creative community around you, people who will support you, collaborate with you, you know, like a good network in that respect, like right where you are, people who will put you on, and then really just like, you know, stir up the excitement where you are. Like you don't have to be worried about like really premium content and stuff like that. Ultimately, a lot of times right now, people see through that stuff, like the stuff that feels like kind of like too produced or too phony. Like people want what's authentic, they want what's real. So in a lot of ways, that kind of benefits people who are just starting off, right? Because you almost have no choice sometimes but to be raw and real. So
Right.
so you do that, you find the people in like your community, your pocket that really vibe with that and want to take it to the next level. Then it's just keep building from there.
So do you and your colleagues find yourselves looking for people who are, I feel like social media aspects like TikTok and everything like that, it's more of a moment thing. So do you guys find yourself looking for artists who are, you know, who can thrive in that moment? Or are you guys looking for more of the artists who you can build on?
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good question, because I think honestly that different companies have different approaches. Like some companies will think of it from the perspective of, okay, this is a moment, we know it's a moment, let's make this moment as big of a moment as possible, and then worry about everything else after that. And for us, like we're you know, we're an independent company, so AWOL, you know, independent distribution and record label, work from artists who are just starting out, putting their first, you know, music out, to artists who, you know, selling out stadiums even outside the country, sort of thing, right? And but for us, one of the things that's at the heart of that independence is really growing sustainable careers for artists, where they're really the CEOs of their business. And in that respect, for us, like a flash in the pan moment, like we're not set up to really like that is our focus, either in our business model or just as a brand and our values. So we care more about, if a moment happens for an artist, like how do we make this a real story beyond that moment. You know,
Mhm.
who are the artists who I was alluding to earlier, who had that moment on TikTok, like the thing that made it most exciting to us is we were like, dang, I wish, honestly, like to a certain extent, I almost wish this didn't happen, because like we just, like, this put him on our radar, but we would have been vibing with him no matter what. Like we would have
Yeah.
signed him no matter what. Like that's like, this is good for him, and it exposes him to a bunch of new people. But like, just as an artist, we believe in what he's doing. That's ultimately like what we as a company care most about, which is just like, yeah, finding the stuff that's real and has legs to it beyond a moment.
Got you. And do you and you said can you just tell the people again the business, the label you work for?
Yeah. So the company is called AWAL. We have been around for, like, as a company, really for, like, you know, in what we're doing right now, 5-6 years. But have grown a lot. It's 3 kind of service levels, everything from just like straight distribution on one end to a full independent record label, global company with 10 offices across the world on the other end, and then kind of like, you know, everything in between. And then I do some stuff with A&R, working directly with artists, signing, like everything that kind of goes along with that, but then also do strategy stuff for the company overall too.
So can say if an independent artist needed um a little help, maybe in distribution or something like that, but they weren't necessarily trying to get signed. Do you guys offer like management?
So we work with managers, but from a distribution standpoint, what we do is, you know, ground level, like I was saying, is just distribution, but then it starts to build on top of that, where we'll also do like playlist pitching. We have a lot of people who at the company will talk directly with our partners at different services, things like that. So you know, we'll start to add support, and then at a certain point, you know, then it makes sense to say, okay, let's put in some money to try to support you from a marketing perspective. You know, maybe that goes towards support, maybe that goes towards creating a new video, whatever it might be. So we really just focus on like, how do we continue to scale things up and meet artists where they are, help them get to that next level.
Got you. So it kind of depends on where they are and how much they understand where they want to go with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all a matter of really understanding like where are things right now for this artist, and then what's sort of the potential in front of them, and that's where things that like come in, like you know, how do we feel first and foremost about like the artist proposition. So artist proposition basically being like, what makes this artist unique, what makes them stand out, why is somebody, when they open up Spotify or Instagram or whatever, like gonna go to their profile instead of somebody else's? Because, you know, everybody knows there's like thousands, dozens of thousands of tracks that are released like every day, right? So
Yeah.
what makes this artist stand out? So that's a core of it. Do we really believe in that? Then there's the, you know, the music, of course, and you know, beyond the artist as a person, the music that they're making, is that something that really feels like special to us? And then there's the questions about this, okay, who's the team around them, what's the you know, audience that's already been built up, like those sorts of things. But at the end of the day, it really starts with those first points about like the artist and the music.
Got you.
Well, that's some real game right there. So I want to ask you a question real quick, and then I'll do a follow-up. So do you guys still get like music submissions?
Yeah. So actually, one of the ways that people come to AWOL is we have a online kind of application process, so people can put in like, oh, here's my story, here's like a link to my music, here's a link to some of my profiles, all that sort of stuff, and then we have a team internally that will review all those, and people either like get accepted right there or get waitlisted in that process. And you know, we definitely want to grow that out and grow out the number of artists that we can be working with, for sure. I think we have a model we believe is supportive for independent artists, and so it's just you know, trying to figure out how to do that at as big a scale as we can.
Okay, so then my follow-up question, you are free to plead the fifth on this one. But I was gonna ask, so what's the rejection process like on that?
Like the why or what does it look like if that happens?
Yeah. What does it
Yeah,
look like?
Yeah. I mean, what it looks like is the team will go through internally, review it, and if it's sort of like, okay, at this stage it doesn't necessarily make sense. We don't feel like we would be the right partners for you at this stage. Then you'd get a response and say like, I don't remember the exact wording that's on it right now, but our intention is basically to put it that's kind of like, look, we'd love to keep in touch. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll continue to send, like, we have a sort of like newsletter we'll send out to artists, and we'll continue to send that out to some of the artists who don't make it through on the first time. And we've had artists who then like come back later and maybe we work with them in a different respect. But I mean, I think honestly as an artist, like there are so many partners that are out there today, right, to work with. And at different points in times, like different partners may make sense, and depending on what your goals are, like different partners may make sense, right? Like
Yeah.
there are some artists who, for what they want, like maybe it does make sense to go to a major label, right? But we play in a certain sort of like sphere of this, and we help artists who do want to stay independent, and we believe we're the best partner to do that with. But that's not necessarily for everybody. So we'll in that process really try to maintain a connection, but also bow out if we feel like we're not the best partner.
Okay.
That's a great answer, because my answer would have been give them that look like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to
I don't
break
know.
it.
I mean, somebody who didn't get in might have answered differently though too. So
True, that's true.
I might have been
Yeah,
like,
we
AWOL
gotta do
sucks.
something, 'cause a lot of places would just be like, hey, leave you on red.
Yeah,
If I
no.
didn't get it, I can't do that.
Thankfully, we are not like that. Leave people on red.
I
Oh,
did.
that's
I
dope.
messed up.
That's dope.
It was just people's careers, man. Like they're out here trying to do their business. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ben,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
I just
Nadia.
like another way. So you said that's one of the ways that artists get on. Say I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I want to get on AWOL. I want to catch your attention. I'm tagging you on Instagram. I'm trying to send you links aside from, that artist submission. What are some other ways that I could get your attention if I was trying to do that?
Yeah, I mean, now that things are happening again, like for instance, there are a bunch of us that were down at South by Southwest. Like, going to those sorts of things, a good way. Like we'll throw events every now and then, and just try to like get out into the artist community. So coming out to those sorts of things, like we started this initiative called AWAL Academy, and they just had a bunch of events in London, or actually in Liverpool, in the UK this past week. But stuff like that, where follow the AWOL handle on Instagram, see what we're up to, see if you can kind of like link up with people in person. I think that's definitely a huge way. Always have people who reach out on Instagram and DM and stuff. That's sort of like, it honestly kind of depends on the person. Some A&Rs at the company love that, and they're like they're in their DMs all the time. Some other people, they like prefer to just kind of focus on the world that's in front of them. So and then ultimately, the whether it's AWOL or otherwise, right? Like the biggest thing that nobody will miss, right, is where there's actually momentum happening and you're starting to see sort of an audience build, whether that's even starting with small shows in your area, and in little house parties where you're playing music or something, or like if you're starting to create something in even a small pocket, there will be people who find that soon enough.
Facts.
Free game. So I love the A&R exec story, or this particular story. So do you have an artist that you just had to fight for? Like you were super in love with this artist and like you just had to push for him?
I mean, I would say that on one hand, I'm fortunate enough that I think partly given our model and the way that we work, like, and because we can work with artists at all different stages, I don't think so far I've felt like I've had to fight where people are against me. But there are definitely artists who I've had to fight for more than others. And I think a lot of that is like doing the work that people sort of internally trust me, and trust others on the team, and generally speaking, as a team, that's kind of I would say that's one of the things I love most about the people who I work with, and our CEO and leadership team is like they definitely, they may ask a lot of questions, but ultimately they'll trust. And I think, you know, when it is a situation where it's like, okay, this is a creative bet, right? Like maybe there aren't any numbers there right now. There's no real like audience metrics, no moments that have happened, but like I just believe in this music. I believe in this artist. I believe in this team. Um, you know, then it's a matter of going from that internal cell to get approval to very quickly the internal cell to the rest of the team to like, hey, everybody, like believe in this the way that I believe in this, because I need all hands on deck to make this happen.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that goes overlooked, where like, you know, so I may sign something and just assume like, okay, everybody's ready to go. And it's like sometimes people need to be sold internally on it before we're all on point selling the message externally. So that's definitely a big part of the job as a deal maker or A&R.
So if you were in that moment, is there a moment now that exists where if I'm an artist that you just need a little bit more from and you need to sell me to the rest of the people, would I come into AWOL and then maybe put on a Bobby Schmurder type performance? Like what, like
yeah, man, we might stage something. We actually had at one point over the pandemic, we had these guys, a group called the Homies from Louisville. They just like dropped into a company meeting like unannounced, and just like, yeah, everybody was on this. It was on the Zoom, right? Like everybody's in pandemic, and they just popped in and started like talking over the president and stuff. And we're like, yo, what's up? So, somebody staged that. We've done like music listening events. There's some artists over the last couple of weeks who've come in and just like performed and played and stuff. And I mean, there's honestly, to your point, right? Like there's nothing like actually meeting somebody in person. There's you know, a lot, yeah, great. There's a lot I can get from just like listening to music on my own or something, or watching a music video or watching a lot, but to see somebody in person, hear them tell their story, like, and feel it in that way, like that does a lot. So that's definitely a big part of it. And the same thing with our partners, like when the stage is right. Obviously we can't do it with kind of like everybody in the world, because you know, everyone like everybody at Spotify, Apple would be like so overwhelmed, and then they would hate us. But when the stage is right, like we'll walk artists into those buildings as well and have meetings with them, and so that sort of in-person relationship can get built then as well too.
that's good to know that still exists, because you know there's just a lot of misnomers that go on with indie labels and how they work, and you know, if there is still even the in-person thing where I need, you know, I could perform for you, or I could perform my music or something like that. So that's good to know that exists still, and there's still an avenue that could be explored.
Yeah, for sure. We the office is back open, so you know, it's been fun having people roll through over the last month or so. So yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, tap in.
Hey, you might see me up there one day. I don't know.
Hey.
So
Hey, wait, hold on. 91. Didn't you say you had did something with AWOL?
Have I worked with AWOL? I worked with a couple of people that work with AWOL for sure. A couple of
Okay.
producers.
Cool.
I was actually gonna, before we got into that, I forgot that you worked for AWOL. So I was like, oh shoot, there's a couple of producers that are really ill that I've been trying to like work with, and a couple of them I have. But I haven't applied yet. Not yet, but I definitely am considering. I'm back on the artist tip as of now. Now that this thing is rolling.
Okay.
What you waiting for? When you done getting socked by a gang, go ahead and get in there.
Well, for me, really, it was just getting stuff together, because I was making music for other people. Because I'm a producer. I'm not a rapper or an R&B artist. At least not yet. I produce for other people. Well, no,
Left the door open.
vocals. I'm not gonna lie. I've always considered.
I'll never say never.
So if I could sing, I would be a singer. But I know where my position is, and it's making music for others. So that's what I've been doing. But releasing instrumentals, like the year before last, I dropped 4 instrumentals in a month, and then I kind of just kept dropping, and then I took a break this last year just to help other people out. But now I'm back on. I got a couple albums that are getting ready to, well, EPs I would say, because they're not lyrical. So I have a couple of those dropping in a month or so, and some other things that are coming. So stay tuned. But no, when I have a product that I feel like I have a full amount of things to bring, I'll bring it. Now that I know you, I know
Yeah.
what to talk to.
When do you think is the right time for an artist to say, all right,
That's a good question.
I need this extra support?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like that it probably differs for every artist. There's no sort of like cut and dry point. But one of the things I will say is there is more that artists can do sort of like on their own and with their team than a lot of artists realize. I think like a lot of artists that have really sort of popped off in the last couple of years and have been super impressive in what they've done, like started small with doing stuff on their own, and in a lot of cases maybe even had some of their big wins before there was anybody actually supporting them, and then somebody came in and poured gasoline on the fire, but like they kind of started that fire on their own, right? And so in that sense, one of the big things I would say is I would not recommend trying to come into a label, a distributor, or anything like that, expecting them to do the work insofar as like, create the magic. That magic has to exist with you. So when for an artist asking the question of, do I feel like I have a good sense of where I am as an artist, like what I want to put into the world, what I stand for, like, the sort of proposition that I like, what makes me unique and stands out. And if I am at a point where I even can start to see other people recognize that, then it's like, who can help me amplify this, right?
Yeah.
But that should be the question if you're thinking about a partner and you're thinking about like someone to work with, is who can help me amplify this, as opposed to who can help me make this, right? Like if you're asking them to sort of like do the work in creating it, then like what are you bringing as the artist? You know what I mean? So
that's a good distinction to make, actually, right there.
Yep.
You don't want to assume that. I guess a lot of people would assume that once you get on a label, it's just okay, cool. I just show up and then they're gonna do everything for me. But it's good to I guess reinforce that. Like, no, you're gonna have help, but you still got to do some things.
Yeah.
You got to have something to bring to the table too, which I think is also important, because then you have an artist that's like, okay, cool, I'm a rapper. I got 1 EP out. My homies think I'm cool. I'm ready for a label. You might not be yet. You might have to think some things out, figure out what your mission statement is, why you really do this thing that you do, and then when you have that stuff figured out, go talk to a Ben, or So that's big. I think that's really big.
So this might seem a little backwards now that I'm asking it right now, but how does Ben get to where he is today?
Man, that was really what I was wondering myself.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I can say I'll tell my story, but then I'll rewind, because like I wouldn't tell my story in a way that's like, oh, okay, that's a common path. Like, it's definitely not. And I think that's one of the takeaways from my story. But I mean, for me, like I graduated from college and went into like general sort of business consulting, advising companies kind of all over the map. And like, I was working with like a restaurant, like apparel companies, travel companies, like a bunch of different stuff, right? But at a certain point, I realized like I didn't necessarily care to just be working for some Fortune 500 company to like line somebody's pockets. I really wanted to figure out what I cared most about, and music kept just hitting me. I've always just been like one with music in a lot of ways, like everything from listening to smooth jazz and like Nigerian artists growing up. Both my parents are from Nigeria, to rapping with friends in high school, to like going to a bunch of shows and festivals and stuff. And so the more I thought about what it could look like for me to do stuff in music, the more I would start to focus on really like there is this opening in music for somebody that had my skill set, like strategic thinking, problem solving. I was like good with numbers, stuff like that. Like right now, the place where music is, there was an opening for me in that respect. And so the thing that's random is I just so happened to meet somebody at like a school event that we were watching Lion King at a movie theater, and the person who was previously my role was also at that movie, and like we just spoke, and the more that we spoke, the more I was like, oh, this dude's leaving this role that actually like I want, and like that's that's kind of like meant for me. And a couple of months later, I had gotten into it, and from there, it's been starting off in some of the business side, but over time, then continuing to get more and more into the creative side as well. So that's where I mentioned earlier, like part of my role is strategy. I do a bunch of strategy stuff for the company, but then part of my role is also that whole creative side, working with artists, working with our marketing teams, thinking about like the music and the strategy for the music and how to reach audiences. And so it's been a journey in that respect, and it's not one that's sort of commonly traveled. But I think one of the biggest things I would say as a takeaway from that is just like, for me, there was a random event of me meeting this person at a movie theater, right? But I was ready when that event led into the opportunity for me to interview and to get the role. And so I think the biggest thing was doing the work so that I was ready when the opportunity came, and then seizing that opportunity as it popped up.
That makes that's game. That's game, man. That's crazy because just to speak on that, I was speaking to a lady I go to church with, that gives me counsel sometimes. And we was talking, and I was telling her that, over time, I learned to realize that a lot of the worrying and anxiety that I get comes from me thinking that I'm supposed to be somewhere else than where I am right now. And what I learned was, instead of me worrying about where I should be or where I think I should be in this moment right now, work on myself and be ready for that moment whenever it comes. So now what I do with my time, instead of thinking about where I should be, where I think I should be, I work on it as if I'm already living that life right now. You know what I mean? And that's one of the biggest things that really helped me with my worrying, my anxieties, like all the doubts, all of the questioning, everything. Like it just helped me, like, okay, well, at least I know if the moment comes, I'm gonna be ready. At least at least all this time wasn't wasted.
Yep.
So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, same here. Like your story just hit me with one thing I tell people all the time, and I say it just like this. From the wise man named Sugar Free, if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready.
Thanks.
I think
For real.
a really, really, really big thing that, is kind of missing sometimes, because you'll have some people that just think intrinsically it's just supposed to happen. Like, I am who I am is going to happen. I'm a rapper. Somebody's going to notice me. Okay, but if you meet someone that can help you out, what can you deliver? Can you sell yourself? Can you pitch yourself in 30 seconds? Can you explain to them why they should help you, even? Like, those are kind of important things that sometimes are lacking in the creative, because, you get caught in that creative mind, like, I've made these things, I'm this person, this is I am, all this stuff. Okay, tell me about it. And then sometimes you kind of get blocked.
Yeah.
So I personally have one more for you, and it ties into part of your story there. I've got a few Nigerian friends, and I know how their parents were.
Yeah.
So was your parents with the whole music thing?
It's crazy, actually. That was, for me, the thing that made me most confident, like, okay, yeah, I'm making the right move jumping from what I was doing. Because what I was doing was like, it was a good paying job, like was gonna pay for like school. I had just gotten out of graduate school. And like everything looked good, but I was like, bro, I don't love this. Like, I know I don't love this.
I feel that.
I remember when I told my parents, I mean, like I'm a grown man, right? Like I wasn't gonna be like, oh shoot, my mom told me to stay, so I guess I'm gonna stay. But I was like, okay, like I expected them to fully be like, "Are you sure?" Like this, that, ask like 30 questions, and they were like, "Hey, like if that's like what you believe is right, and you're convicted of it, like we're with it." And when they said that, I was like, all right, bro, let's like it's on. Like,
That support right
I'm not
there.
even catching flack there. Like this is meant to be. Like I'm meant to do it at
You
life, bro. And
for
like,
real. My parents accepted. I don't care what nobody got to
yeah,
say.
exactly. I was like, I mean, when I heard that, I was like, bro, this job is mine. Like, I don't care what you say to you. Like this door was meant for me. It's a Ben-sized door. I'm about to sprint through it. Like,
Yeah.
Wow, and that make me want to tap on to something else, man. Support. See how the support from your parents made you open up. It made you open up the door even more. It was cracked. It was cracked. The door was cracked, but that support from your parents made you tear the door off the hinges, and you walked right through it. Like, this is mine. It's like,
yeah,
so it's
yeah,
like support is
for sure.
important in life, period. Not even, no matter what you're doing, whether it's music or whatever, just living in life in general. It's important to have a support system or a group of people that you could go and talk to and counsel with and get your ideas off and them be able to give you feedback about your ideas and be real honest and transparent about it. And because it's like, if we don't have support, it's kind of hard for us to really navigate through a world where everything is based off of status or who knows you and what I could do for you, or what do I have, like, so it's kind of hard to really be confident in a world like that when you don't have support and people telling you keep going, keep going, keep going, like, I believe in you, so like those things is important.
Yeah. I love that story.
Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy to hear, because I always wonder how people get to where they are, but especially in A&R, because that's always a job that always was intriguing to me as a person that, like you said, love music, always been around it. It's like, okay, that's really dope. So it's cool to hear how that happened. You never know how one becomes A&R.
Yeah.
But shoot, you listen to a lot of music, obviously, because you have to for your job. But from all that aside, what are you listening to right now? Like, what did you play this last weekend? There's a lot of good stuff that dropped. Are you listening to anything new? Are you listening to indie artists? What do you kind of vibe to? What's big?
Yeah. Um, I'm definitely, I'd say I like the core of what I listen to right now is hip hop and R&B for sure. But then, and I would, hip hop and R&B plus, I would say like Afro beats, Afro pop, Afro R&B, Afro hip hop, like a lot of stuff. And I'll just say, yeah, like all that globally, because I listen to a lot of UK stuff as well. So in the last couple of weeks, artists like in that tip, definitely Vince Staples' new project. Like
Yeah.
to that a decent amount. Independent artists, so I've actually alluded to him a couple times, but this artist Ben Riley. Um, Ben Riley is an independent artist who's dope rapper, like incredibly talented. Definitely like look out for him.
Like I heard this name before somewhere. You said he's from Philly?
Ben Riley is from New York originally, but then Atlanta now.
Atlanta now. I'm trying to think of why I might have heard this name. Okay, well, we're pretty big on our Googles after the show. We definitely link up with people. And,
yeah. Rema is another artist who I'm listening a lot to. He's like Afro pop, Afro beats. Yeah, there's I can keep going. Like Fauna Hughes, R&B artist. She's crazy talented. Yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks. I feel like some solid stuff that's come out.
If you were to put us on to somebody like completely different, because we're pretty R&B and hip hop heavy as well, but we all listen to some kind of crazy different things. Except for I'm the only one that doesn't listen to country here, I guess.
That doesn't or does?
Like,
he doesn't.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. I'm the only, okay, so it's two of us, cool, because they try to say it was like the white R&B, and I can't vibe with it. It just doesn't hit me the same.
I will say it doesn't hit me the same, but I kind of agree with that to a certain extent, because like I think there's a lot of crazy storytelling that happens in country. It's just it doesn't necessarily.
Oh yeah,
It
the
doesn't.
stories
It's
are.
the
That's
same.
what you listen
It's
for.
it's a lot of the same content.
Is it what you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hear it, but it's like I can't get past certain things. I'm like,
You get caught up.
It's a different groove. It's a different groove.
Definitely a different language that I just don't speak that tongue. But yeah, Ben, put us on to something crazy. Like, what's some random something that nobody would expect that you would be listening to right now? What's in your Serato?
Ooh, you got no easy in your Serato? I'm trying to think. So I listen to actually like a decent amount of like dance and electronic as well. So big names that people would know like K Tronada, but then like artists who people might not know. There's a guy named Fred again, who had some solid music that came out during the pandemic. He's a producer, has like been around for a minute producing, but in the pandemic had like released some stuff that started to pop off on its own. So him, who have I been listening to? This is an artist named Blessing out of Texas, she's like alternative indie sort of vibe, but super dope. She's also Nigerian.
Okay. Big up. Dope name. Like the name caught me right there. That's an interesting name.
Yeah.
Artist.
Those two are two, I'd say.
Okay.
So I lied. I got one more real quick, because you brought up EDM and dance. You know what I'm saying? I like that too.
He got excited. I was like light bulb for him.
and you A&R, so you like being in the crowd and at these events. At 32, am I too old to go to EDC?
Bro, no, you can't be in the middle of it with all the kids that are popping off and trying to like mosh and stuff like that. I feel like when I went to the Rolling Loud stage at South by Southwest, and every single rapper started like 10 seconds in, they'd be like, open it up, and I was like, well, I'm so glad I'm not in there right now. I'm so glad I'm not like you had me in 2012. I would have been in it. I would have been rushing that like first in there. I see like Baby Keem show people like popping off when he's playing Family Ties, and I'm like, I'm happy to watch that right now. I don't need to be in it.
But... Factual. That's where I'm at with it too.
All right, cool. Space, so I can watch. So I can go from afar.
Yeah.
All right, I'm good. I'm satisfied.
I don't know. I want to go, but I don't.
91, you got any more questions, 91?
Yeah, Ben. Shoot. We talked a little bit, and most people, I think, when they think about, being an artist, they're rappers or singers or like that, but producers are independent artists or independent companies, looking for producers. Like, how does that work?
I mean, there's definitely so many different flavors of it. Like, you have producers who K Tronada is a producer, right? And so you have the K Tronada will make his own albums, and he's signed to a major label in RCA in a way that's like he's an artist, right? Like, then you have like producers where it's a different sort of setup and they may be behind the scenes. It's been cool. I would say honestly, like a lot of times the production is one of the things that like grabs my attention first when I'm listening to a record. I think there are a lot of people who are probably that way, like production first, and then once they get pulled in, they're like, oh, okay, that like the lyrics. Like there'll be times where I was like, dang, I've heard this song 30 million times. I could tell you exactly like how it goes, and I could like every second of the song, but like this is the first time I'm understanding some of the lyrics. You know what I mean? Sometimes that'll hit you like that. You're like, snap, like, what am I doing? But so there's a lot that's been happening, I think, like where producers have been coming to the forefront more and more, which has been cool. So, you know, you think of like a mustard tape and like that may not have happened in the same way in the past. So in that sense, producers coming more into the forefront, I think is a trend that's exciting. Even if you think about on socials, a lot of people get really sort of hyped up about the like, oh, here's how I made this beat. Here's like, oh, did you know about this sample? Like all those sorts of things. Like a lot of people, I think, are super curious about that sort of stuff. So I think the highlight that producers have been getting in that respect is something that I find exciting for sure.
X.
So yeah, there's
I've
definitely
been seeing a lot of those too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's exciting to hear. You know, that's some. Yeah, you got some light bulbs going off for sure in the head of mine for sure, man.
Yep,
No,
you can start your own producer channel, man. Start finding out where people got samples from on famous songs, and you feel me, create something just to show people like, you know, this is where this song came from. That's what I've been seeing a lot lately. Like the person, they'll play the original, and then they'll play how they switched up the beat to make it sound like the current one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And then there's like
doing something.
there's a guy even some of it is just like people who will produce something and like flip something and soundtrack it to life in a new way that people would like. What was it? Vano 3000. I don't know him. He's the one who he flipped a bad not good and like Samuel T. Herring song. And then like posted something on TikTok of like I think it was in New York in the Spider-Man like suit, one of those dudes, and he put like Adult Swim on it, and then for the next like 2 months, like hundreds of thousands of people started like doing that as a trend, like, and then like he just like sort of popped off.
Crazy, bro, crazy.
I was gonna say, I hope we're not talking about these hit maker flips where it's like a hot song that just got flipped into another hot song.
No.
I hate those. I feel like that's so cheating. Like, bro.
Yeah. There are a lot of that. I feel like that happens a lot. Like low key, this is the exact same song.
Yeah, I feel like if you flip a song like a famous song, you're supposed to only take like a little bit of it and expand on it, not completely use the same thing. It kind of, like you said, it's just cheat because I already like this song, so I'm gonna intrinsically like the new song if it's not terrible.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, sample flips are big, especially because I watch a lot of producers on TikTok. A lot of how did I do this, how did I do that, and I was like,
You see when Mariah Carey did with Lotto?
Yeah. See stuff
a lot
like
of
that.
These older artists be trying to, man, they gotta stay.
They trying to.
You can stay relevant with some new juice. You know, let people use your stuff, let people sample your stuff, and then that can make you hot again if it's in a good way.
They try to live on through every generation. So like, take this what I made in 1990, and we gonna remix it and we gonna make it 2022.
I think the funniest one of those I've heard, because most of those are good love stories, but I've heard a couple like Shaka Khan hated Kanye's sampling of her through the wire. Yeah, it's really funny. It was actually a Vlad interview, and she was talking about it. And she's talking about how she hated what he did with her voice. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, because that song is, it's crazy. But she really didn't appreciate what he did with her voice and her vocals. And I guess that just goes back to her being like a really old school singer and but yeah, it's crazy. So I guess it could go either way. It's tough.
But it's legendary though. That's goated.
Hey, it would be, but she hates it. She said she wished it never happened. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh man, you talking about Kanye.
I guess it was good for Kanye, not her. I guess.
I like it.
No, but that's the thing too. Like to your point, I can guarantee you a bunch of people probably discovered the original through that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of a good question, Ben.
Thanks.
I got music. I sampled a little bit. I'm one of your artists at AWAL, and I sampled a little bit of music on this track. Do you guys help with sample clearances? How does that
go? Definitely. I mean, it depends on the
That's
situation.
just something that popped up.
A lot of times, the artist and their team will work on the clearing it on their own. We may support with, depending on the situation, with some of the artists who are sort of that third level where I was saying it's kind of the full independent record label experience. So in some cases we'll step in and help, but not everywhere.
Got you.
In other words, handle that shit on your own.
Yeah, handle that. You wanted to get that sample.
I mean, I think so.
You didn't make this song.
For real though, a big part of that is that I think a lot of times when you think about a major doing sample clearances on behalf of an artist, a lot of times that's because that major owns the music, right? Like they own that art, the artist that's putting out this song, like the major's kind of doing it for themselves, low key, because it's like they may own that
it helps everybody.
And for us, like we don't own it, right? So it's sort of like this is the artist's asset, like that's what they own. So
free game right there.
Yep.
These labels be owning these famous hit songs, man. That's why they able to keep remixing them like that, y'all. Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Hey, you don't think about, you might be like, hey, a big label is something I want to do, but you might want to know all the perks and the disadvantages to that.
Real. And it's definitely a world that's hidden in plain sight, because people, like, how many songs have you heard and you love that song, but as soon as you found out that it wasn't original and you heard the original, it just pissed you off.
Happened a couple times. That's happened a couple times for sure.
So I'm saying, like, stay woke. Stay woke, man. Stay woke.
Stay woke. Oh shit, man. Well, we had you here for a cool minute. I don't want to hold you up all night.
Yeah, I could think of a million and one questions to ask you for real, but we'll chop it up, Ben, another time for sure. For sure. I have some questions.
And we really appreciate the game from the A&R perspective. We got a lot of artists who come through here and talk, but it helps to hear how things coming from over more on the executive type side.
Definitely. We appreciate you for that, Ben. You came through with the game.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Tay. Thanks for inviting me. I love what y'all are doing, and really, like you said, putting people on, telling the truth. Like it's an industry that's not always clear and transparent. So I appreciate the work you're doing and clarifying that for artists and everybody in the community.
Yes, sir, man.
It was a big help actually, because like my cousin said, we always have artists, but we don't ever see that other side. So it's cool because we can really further our mission in trying to really illuminate artists, but also how to get there. So we really just again appreciate you on that other side, giving us that other side of the curtain for real. Because most of us want to talk to you or people like you.
Yep.
Happy to be out here.
We all either been artists or are artists or had dreams of being artists, or some way, somehow was attached to an artist. So these is questions that, not only us, but everybody that be watching want to know.
Yeah, most definitely. But Ben, I'm gonna hit you, bro. We gonna be talking.
All right, y'all.
All right.
And have a good one, man.
All right.
Come through.
Peace.
That was dope, man. That was cool to get the other side of it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I don't even lie. Like I'm for real feeling a little charged up at the moment.
Oh,
yes, sir.
You charged up?
A little bit, bro. I'm feeling a little Drake right now at the moment, man. Because I already was kind of starting to feel my shit. Because I was in that, that like point of when you remember when you had your music and you're riding around to it, listening to it, and you're like, okay, my shit is cool. I like this. I was already at that point with my music, that this tape that I'm putting out together. I already made the art and everything like that. But then after having that conversation with Ben and some of the things that he said, I was just like a little bit like, I want to hit that button. So I'm feeling crazy right now, for real. So it's gonna be a lot of beats sent out to people too, for real.
Yeah, that's really my main reason why I wanted him on the show over everybody else, was because he was actually gonna like give us game, things that we could use. It's not really just about like, what's your name, what they call you, give us something that everybody can actually use and apply to life and become successful in some kind of way. Like,
Yeah, no, this will really be big because a lot of things that he said are like going to be crazy good clips, and we're just going to really be able to like really help people out with some like authentic information. Just be like, yo, like this is a 30-second clip of what you should know. This is another second clip of how you should approach an A&R. Here's an A&R speaking about how he became an A&R. Like there's so many good things in that conversation that we had, not even just on the I'm trying to get my music to a label side, but just on the take through your life side that
Yeah.
I think
Yes, sir.
it was a good conversation. It was really it was good to just let him fly and just kind of tell his story.
Yes, sir. So shout out to Ben over at AWAL.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Ben AWOL.
So I
that I couldn't remember the goddamn producers I worked with that work at AWOL, but one of them is Chris Brown.
you trash forgetting names.
Right now. Nigga, I would never brought that up if you wasn't gonna remember.
I'm so fucking mad. But I didn't bring it up because I didn't remember their names. I didn't want to be like, oh, Chris Brown's producer. Which one? But fuck, man, I'm so mad. I'm off my square. But at least trash. I know Ben now, so this can be brought up again. I am very impressive in the DMs. I got a really high percentage. And now that the pull-up game is back, I'm back to 90s plus. I'm pulling up.
That nigga said I'm pulling up.
So I'm a transition into some pettiness.
I'm gonna be in the office like Kanye. Listen, what's up? Bring that petty back.
I want to transition into some pettiness and how Drake is the pettiest nigga in the world.
Yo, talk about. I know what you're about to talk about, bro.
We talked about that earlier.
So I threw this in the chat. So for those who don't know, somebody commented under Drake's picture on Instagram. So Drake responded. I don't remember the exact response, but it was something about his.
I do. I remember.
Okay, the whole go ahead. Go ahead.
I remember the whole thing. This nigga Drake basically had a picture with his son, and he was like, even if my son was in a Rubik's Cube competition, it was
I would support him or something like that.
Yeah, he was like, even if my son was in a Rubik's Cube competition, I'm gonna support him. And then the dude commented, "Your son gonna be playing with ghostwriters," and then that's when Drake was like, he was like, I'm gonna follow your wife because she looked like she probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life. And bro really followed up.
Bro really followed her.
Really
and
followed
then
up.
Hopped in her DM.
Nah, she hopped in his DM. She sent him the hey with the eyes. Like
the message I saw, he messaged
what's
her
going
said,
on?
I'm here for you.
Like, is this really Drake? Like, what's going on? Like, did you just really follow me? Like,
I think she was playing it up because I saw my cousin post.
No. So here's what, because I can see a little bit of it. So she apparently put up a story and said her husband decided to hit him up. And she's in on it. So he replied to the story with a heart and then messaged her and said, I'm here for you, ma.
Yeah. Yep. and then she's like, I feel like she's kind of like ha-ha about it too, because they seem like a kind of goofy couple like that. Like when I looked through their shit, I was like, oh, they play like this. This is how they play. They got 2 kids and shit. She ain't going nowhere. But
man, you sound crazy. You think Drake can't get up in that?
Drake will fly over there right now.
You crazy, boy. What? Nigga, you're crazy. Nigga, that nigga Drake, let me tell you why Drake won, my nigga.
Send her somewhere that you couldn't send her and just not even go? Just because you couldn't.
He ain't got to send her nowhere. He just fly there.
Man, Drake already won by following. Let me tell you, he already won by following her. That's what y'all don't understand. Like,
you can't stop nobody from
all you have to do is follow her.
It's the interact. If she give him any interaction back, that's the crazy part.
You can't did he? Did he get interaction back?
You don't know if her man was right there saying, hey.
Nah, you going extra.
Man, she said, hey with the eyes, nigga.
Because Drake already said that he was gonna follow, because you saw Homeboy's story. He said, oh, Drake go follow my girl. If she on the jet, then I guess it is what it is. Like he ain't tripping. He got a double.
He ain't tripping. Fuck out of here.
You capping if you believe that. That's his image, bro.
If you believe,
you getting confused with the image again, bro. That's his image. That's his social media presence. He has to answer it like that, or else.
Wait. If you believe that a nigga is just over here like whatever after Drake hit up they girl, it's saying, oh, if she on the helicopter, it is what it is. If she on a helicopter with Drake, he hot. He is pissed.
What are you gonna do? What are you
gonna
do?
What he gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
So your baby
He
mama
gonna try to
leave
do
your
anything
ass
he
and hop on the
can.
jet
I'm
with
not
Drake,
saying
you
he
not
will
gonna
be
mad?
able to do it.
Your baby mama leave you for Drake on the jet. She on the jet. You not gonna be mad, nigga?
Bro, she not for me then. She really not for me then.
Man, you saying he try to.
Your ass be hot, nigga. You was the
Nigga,
same
you
nigga
capping,
saying
bro.
you would let her on the
Oh,
stage.
you're gonna take her back after she goes
You
on the Drake
capping.
play?
That's not
It
the
ain't
question.
about taking her back.
That's not the question.
It ain't
It
about
ain't
that.
about taking her
You
back.
always trying to
It's
make it
how you
about
gonna
something that
feel
late.
in the moment. You gonna be
Like,
pissed.
you gonna be, nigga, you're gonna be mad, bro. Nigga, you're gonna be mad. Nigga, you said you would be mad if your girl went on stage, nigga, with her favorite artist, nigga. So I know you gonna be mad.
If she take off in the helicopter with
What are
Drake.
you gonna do about it?
That's not the question.
The question is, are you not gonna be mad, nigga? That's the question. Are you gonna be mad, nigga? We're not asking what you gonna do about it, nigga. Are you gonna be mad, nigga?
Yeah, you'll feel away. But
All right, thank
Nigga,
you.
say that
Thank
then,
you.
nigga,
Leave it there.
what are you gonna do
damn,
about
man.
it? What are you gonna do about it?
Niggas,
Bro, that ain't the question.
This nigga said no. I still got to teach my kid algebra in middle school. Like, nah, nigga, that's not what we asking, bro.
Like, nigga, bro.
Hey,
Like, bro, you need to learn how to answer. You need to learn how to
it.
answer hypothetical questions, bro. You take them way too serious. That nigga act like he really in the situation. Like, bro, like, nigga.
Nah, not at all. I'm just saying, like, what are you gonna do?
It's not about what you gonna do, though. We was all saying, just pretty much like, yo, if Drake really flew down there, picked her up in the helicopter, oh boy got all rights to be mad. Now, is he gonna catch Drake slipping? Is he gonna?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
doubt it, but that ain't the point.
You still gonna be mad, nigga. You're still gonna be mad. Like,
I'm saying
that was the question.
Anybody could DM your girl at any point that's famous or not famous.
It ain't
Yes,
anybody
nigga,
though.
but we talk about Drake.
It ain't anybody. We have a specific person.
So Drake could hit any one of our girls or prospective girls or future girls for you, Trey. Or Tay, sorry. I'm singing Trey songs.
My girl doesn't find him attractive.
And I'll never
Which
be with
I
another
understand,
girl, so
but
I'll never be in another relationship, so I don't have to worry about that.
So you'll never have to worry about that. But
nah.
For me and Black, I'm like, I'm not really worried about that either because my girl doesn't find him attractive either. So it would be more like a funny thing for us, but
it's hypothetical though, bro.
If it was
Hypothetically
the nigga that
speaking,
they found attractive, yeah, I'd be hot.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with you?
Man, any nigga gonna be mad, bro. Come on, bro. What the fuck?
I'd be mad
like,
if she went. I wouldn't be mad that he hit her up.
Oh no, we talking about two different things though. We said
okay.
if he came and scooped her up.
And she was on the jet, nigga.
Yeah, if she went with him, yeah, of course she would be hot. I'm just talking about him hitting her up. Okay.
Man, then nobody even say nothing about that, bro. So why you talking about that? Man, we asked you, would you gonna be mad when nigga picked up your shorty in the jet, man? That's all we asked you.
I ain't even saying the jet. I said in the helicopter. Pulled right up on her.
No, he has
landed on the building in Long Beach. Nah,
Drake,
you can't,
nigga.
Nah, nigga. He pulled up in the helicopter and then flew to Beverly.
He pulled up in the Air Drake, nigga.
Flew to Noble.
Then they took the helicopter over to Nobu.
Of course. No, I was talking about he sent this girl a DM. I was like, well, damn. I mean, you can't really stop that.
Yo, that nigga is petty as petty can be, my nigga. He the only nigga.
But look though.
Doing that
he didn't though. No, he didn't though. Let me tell you why. Because me and the homie was talking about this earlier, bro. What did that nigga say? What did that nigga do? Bring his kid into a situation. He made it personal, and then he referred his kid to something that he was being talked bad about towards, like the ghostwriting shit. Like niggas was bashing him for that shit, bro. So to refer his kid to that same type of situation, bro, like, bro, come on, bro. And then you don't play with nobody's kids, bro. It's still just because he's a celebrity. Just because he's a celebrity, bro, that don't mean that you could play with somebody's kids, bro.
I agree with that part.
I don't think that he was wrong at all. I feel like shit, nigga. Okay, you want to play with my kids? All right, I'm gonna get back at you then, since you want to.
I don't feel like he was wrong. Period. I don't think it. And mine doesn't even go to the kid. It just goes to the simple fact: if you talking shit, don't be mad when I do it back.
Yeah, because you can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
No, but you could. It's a difference though from bringing somebody kids and their family members into a situation.
Agreed.
I could talk shit to you without bringing in your girl or your kids and all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Agreed. I just looked at it as at face value. Like if you talking shit, I'm gonna talk shit back.
What I'm saying is, yeah, and the same thing is like,
No,
yeah,
but the extent that he took it though, that's what I'm saying. That's why he went that far because okay, nigga want to talk about my kid. Okay, I'm finna really fuck you over with some simple shit, just to show you who I really am. Like nigga, I'm Drake, nigga, and I could really take your bitch if I want to. Like, so stop playing with me, boy.
that's definitely the message he wanted to send for sure.
Like for real. Like she looking miserable over there. Don't make me come and change her life a little bit. Like come on, let's calm it down.
He I'll rent out the Staples Center and have lunch on the floor.
Like let's calm it down. Petty King, remember that nigga's a Scorpio, man. That nigga's the Petty King, man. Don't play with him.
This nigga unfollowed ASAP Rocky and Rihanna because of the pregnancy news.
I would have unfollowed their ass too.
This nigga petty as shit.
What I want to follow their ass for?
But we talking about the same nigga who dissed Rihanna on a whole for a four bar in the verse.
Man, so what, man? So what?
That's crazy.
So what, man? That don't mean she's supposed to get pregnant by somebody else.
Oh, no. This nigga dissed her in a song, and you saying she can't go have another relationship?
No, that's not how that shit work. We supposed to work it out. The fuck you mean? You supposed to stay loyal. You see, that's going to find somebody who'll get pregnant. That's toxic.
Hold on.
That's
that
toxic
look
right
like
there.
what's her name? Chances are it is what's her name. Chances are if she acting up, then I fucked her once and never fucked again.
Okay.
She can have a Grammy. I still treat her ass like a nominee.
Okay, he just
let
letting
me
her
know what
like,
that pussy like. So one time is fine with me.
And then you gonna be mad that she got other people?
Okay, she was probably acting, no, we don't know what she was doing. Bro? She was probably acting funny with it. She was probably acting funny with it. He was probably trying to get up in it again. She was acting funny with it, and that's when he was like, shit, all right, one time is fine with me anyway, stupid.
But if you say that, then you can't be mad later when, okay, I'm out here getting other people.
because I tried. and you didn't, like, so it's like, yeah, I can be mad because I tried, and you didn't give me no chance. So it's like, shit, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me?
She didn't want his baby, obviously.
Like, what's wrong with me? Like the fuck? All right, so I'm gonna unfollow you then.
You gotta respect his ass, obviously.
Like I don't want to see you. Like I don't want to see you being happy with somebody else.
So what my man ASAP got to do with that?
Huh? Man, he a part of it when he did what he did. He became a part of it.
But they was cool. He was still cool with them dating.
Hey.
It just became too real for him
when a baby come into the picture, shit gets real, my G. That's different. It's different.
Like he had a baby.
Exactly.
Hey, which nobody was supposed to know about until Pusha T said what he said. So let's not do that.
Because you know this
like, so it was okay because it was supposed to be a secret baby.
Exactly. They all out here holding hands and taking pictures and shit, being all like, "Come on, bro! Like, I'm gonna follow you too." Come on, bro. I ain't rubbing my situation in your face. Why you doing it to me?
He kind of did though. There was this song and this track about his relationship.
Oh man.
That was definitely super public.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
So you know what? I feel like Drake is that like he that whole non-lady that like feel like she let you go at a wrong time, but she feel like at some point she can get you back again, and then she mad now that you moved on.
You couldn't tell that in his music.
The good ones go if you wait too long. Does that ring a bell?
You know what? It does, but I always thought he was talking about himself. I never thought he was talking about.
No, what?
I always thought he was like,
he hell about every girl he ever dealt with.
Nigga, I ain't never thought he was. The fuck?
That dude is for real wild though. That's like
context, nigga. That nigga be talking about women.
I'm just saying you can do better.
Fact, you think? Hey, that nigga thought he was talking about himself on that song too.
I'm just saying you could do better. He's singing to himself in the mirror.
He's talking to himself, huh?
Yeah, no, he's saying you could do better with me. You missed out on me.
Yeah, no, that's the purpose of that song. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But we're saying that you saying he's singing it to himself in the mirror.
No. I'm saying that he always thought he was the prize that she missed out on, not that he missed out on her.
No. He's saying that she's with some dude and she can do better than that dude.
With him,
Not,
yeah, exactly.
It's
not necessarily with him.
There's not necessarily with him.
All right, which
though it's implied, it's not necessarily with him.
Yeah, but we know what he's saying. But yeah, no, I get that. No, I rock with that.
He'll rather see her happy with somebody else but the nigga that she with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I vibe with that.
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
I hear it. I just don't
ASAP. He can't do ASAP though. He over here like, damn, bro, we made fucking problems together. I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem. Then you gonna go fuck Rihanna? Who wins in a rap battle?
ASAP over
Drake uses a goddamn BlackBerry, and I don't know if Rocky freestyles.
That's why I said it's a fair fight because they both don't freestyle like that. Although I think I've seen a lot more clips of ASAP, randomly doing like the Snoop thing, rapping randomly the beats and stuff like that. So I feel like ASAP might have a clip on.
You give Drake some time.
Definitely was rehearsed.
He's gonna go. Yeah.
I don't think these rappers nowadays is just hopping on video, just going off the top. These niggas is rehearsing like a mother.
It's only a few.
These niggas is rehearsing, bro.
Only
like
a few.
Only nigga I feel like could really do that. J. Cole, Big Sean.
I don't know about Big Sean either.
Big Sean, no, he be rehearsing, but J. Cole, Common.
Oh yeah, the old school niggas for sure.
Sometimes.
Who?
He said Common. You don't think Common come off the dome?
No, he's saying J. Cole and Common do it off
the niggas that could, like, I know for sure come off the top, like, and really spit some real, like, quality shit. Like, you'll think that motherfucker was written. Like, I know them two for sure.
Having followed him, I do believe Tory be spitting off the dome.
Yeah, Tory has some crazy.
Tory can spit too.
Long for it to be rehearsed, like it goes way long. I don't believe that anybody can remember all that in the back of their head.
Because he's a punching rapper too. You ever seen him in the studio?
Yeah, he punch in and shit.
Like he's a super punching.
Yeah, I could hear you could
like
hear
bar by bar punching.
Oh really? Yeah. Like bro, literally come up with an idea and then just loop that motherfucker until he come up with his next bar.
Yeah, he'll just have an engineer like keep playing it over and over, and then when he comes in, delete that one.
Then he'll just do it again.
And then he'll just add on. It's like literally a bar by bar thing.
So many tracks thing, you have like a million tracks probably just in case type shit. Because he might say delete it, but then he might be the one like big. Oh, hold on, what was that one again? Later?
Well, no, we know it's not absolutely deleted, but like he's shown his process in the studio. Like that's what he actually does.
Yeah, like you can actually look it up and see that's what he do.
That'd be interesting to watch because I like watching different people work because everybody has like a different flow to how they do their shit.
Yeah, I wish more artists would put out videos like that, man. Because I used to watch like The Dream and shit. Because The Dream was like really one of my big inspirations in songwriting. Because bro really used to like put out videos of him in the studio coming up with some shit like right on the spot, bro. And like that's the shit I like right there. Like show me how you really be doing this shit. And it's really no formula. Like it's really you just. It's no formula, and that's the best formula.
Dream is on one of them niggas on top of the ghost writing game. Well, just on the songwriting game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my biggest.
I hate to give Neo credit, but Neo is one of them too. But I hate giving him credit because that nigga made Single Ladies.
No, I'm gonna say The Dream. The Dream is my Neo. He cool.
No, was it Single Ladies? No, he made Irreplaceable.
Yeah, he did.
You can't make the women's anthem to get rid of the men.
Yes, you can.
No, you can, but you can't.
He went against the code.
That's another level of talented to me. If you could,
he went against the
code.
No.
We're not talking about his ability to write a song.
Oh, you're just saying he shouldn't have did like how Steve Harvey shouldn't have released that book.
Yeah, exactly.
Factual.
On that
like,
level?
Why you
fighting against the home team?
Like, why you even thinking like that, bro? For one.
On that level,
you know what I'm saying? Like, why you even thinking like that for one, my G?
You going against the home team.
And then you wrote a whole. Then you wrote a whole song, 2 verses with 2 different stories. Like
you must not know about me.
Like what?
I can have another you in a minute.
That's how you feel, bro. You really want to empower? You want to really empower women like that, bro? That's what you really want to do? You want to empower women even more? Come on, bro.
That check was looking like a
Come on,
Beyonce
bro.
check.
That check was
Oh,
probably
he's still getting paid off of that.
Hey, if
Definitely.
you ask me,
But still,
ask me if you would work with somebody, that I probably would do that.
but still. And
gotta
if you
be like,
did
why
that,
did you
I
try to
would be
do that?
like, man, you went against the code, dog.
Hey, and then when I'm like, yo, come see my new in-home studio that I just had in Malibu that bought me that from that.
I'm not even gonna come for the first 2 months because I'm gonna be like, you went against the code, dog.
2 months? Okay, that's fine. That would give me time to get my shit together. So when you really come,
You went against the code, dog. And then, even then, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna be pressing buttons and shit just like this. And I'm like, and you're gonna come in here, you're gonna be like, hey, bro, what's up? I'm like, you went against the code.
You're gonna be shooting our podcast from a brand new warehouse. And
you still went against the code.
I'm gonna be like, this place nice and all, but you went against the code.
That's all I gotta hear. This place is nice and all. I can take that.
You went against the code, my G.
Hey,
the dream would never. The dream would never.
In
the dream write songs for her and Rihanna, and he would never.
Yo, the dream got hurt. He got his heart broken by Wayne twice.
Yeah. You know, and I really think that's unfortunate. Like, you know,
by the same nigga.
We don't need to talk about that, man. That's
Nivea and Christina Milian. What you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's cold. That happens in the industry though.
Hey yo, but then they both on the Ty Dolla $ign song "Love You Better." I'd have been so mad and petty at that.
I thought that was so funny. I thought that was so funny. Like bro,
if I'm the dream, I'm not working with Wayne. I'm just not.
Like, bro,
you'll never work with him.
Nah, man, you done took both of my girls.
So yeah, I'm not fucking with you.
Bow Wow can never work with Future and vice versa because they share.
I think that's weird. Like the second time it happened, I'm gonna be like,
I think you got something against me, dog.
Yeah, like it's definitely you, my G. Like it's you. Like it's you, man. Like small circles. It's really you, my G. It can't be my bitches.
Yeah, because the first one in that era, I'd have been like, all right, this Wayne. I don't like it. I'm not really in the forefront like that, but you know, because this was prior to him dropping them albums.
He's the biggest artist in the world. You can't.
No, I'm not talking. I'm talking about the dream. Like at that time, he wasn't in the forefront. He was just writing songs for real. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't dropped his projects yet. Yep. So you know, all right, it's Wayne. But then it happens again. I'm like, oh,
there's something going on.
You got a vendetta.
There's something going on.
He got like a black book of people that he hates and dreams on. And every time you get a new girl, I'm a hitter.
For sure, something going on.
See, the dream definitely should be watching his girl.
Oh, maybe. Look, check it out. Okay, you know how Wayne and Jay-Z was going. I mean, Wayne and Jay-Z would be for a little bit, right? They was the shots at each other for a little bit, right? You know, and Wayne used to be throwing shots at Beyonce and them disses a lot. He used to be dissing Beyonce a lot. And Dream is close knit with
he was in the
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah, he was in that camp.
So maybe he like, okay, you want to keep writing them songs, getting them hits and shit. Like, all right, you want to keep helping? All right, I'm finna go fuck another one of your bitches.
Make her a baby mama.
I'm gonna take another one of you. But now the second time was actually a vendetta. The first time was just it happens. The second time was like, nah, okay, you want to help the enemies? All right, bad. I got something for you.
That's actually funny, deeper dark criminal link right there. I could go with that theory. That's funny as hell. I can see Wayne in the studio drinking some syrup, be like, "Hey
man, what's Christina number, man? What's Christina number, man?"
You know she fucking with the dream right now, right? Yeah, he already 0-1, man. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
He 0-1 already.
Yeah.
All he gotta do is get that nod, and they already know they there already. Hey, Wayne want to talk to you. Wayne want to be with you.
If she's in my phone, she's in my phone.
That little tuna fish.
So at that point, is she for the streets?
All these bitches for the streets, man. Stay woke.
I had a feeling you was gonna say that. Cuz, what you think?
Stay woke, man.
What you think?
Stay woke. He agree with me. He just gonna say it in a politically correct way, but he definitely agree with me.
This goes back to the Drake thing. If she's in his phone, what do you think?
Oh, she for the screens.
What you think?
For the screens.
Kind of goes
Your
back
girl
to
not your girl number not supposed to be in no other nigga phone.
I feel like there's exceptions to that
Not
rule.
for that context, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm talking about in this context. Not no other shit that it could possibly be in another. No, I'm talking about right in this one. Like, no,
Yeah,
don't
not
do that
somebody
shit
that
you be
you don't
doing,
already
91.
know.
Don't do that.
Yeah, not somebody that you don't already know. That would be kind of wild. So what do you think, cuz? She for the streets?
Yes.
You gonna take her back after Wayne had her all in the bus riding around?
Bro, your girl go backstage with Wayne or Drake, my nigga, and she on a tour bus, nigga. Is she for the streets or she coming back home with you?
Hey, if my girl go backstage with Wayne, she tripping. I'm gonna let her know that right off the back.
I'm gonna let her know that, but you can ask the question.
You already know it's about to go down.
Hey,
no.
Yo, anybody going backstage with Wayne at this point, like you just asked for it, dog.
Yo, me, like, bro, you know he got a song called "The Pussy Monster." And you want me to be okay with you going backstage? This nigga, like, what?
I guess.
Can she go on stage with him?
What is she rapping the "We Taking Over" verse?
I don't know we don't know what she's gonna do on stage with him.
You can go on stage as long as you don't do nothing.
I don't mind none of that. It ain't like it's behind closed doors. I don't mind you going on stage. Yeah, it's when you go backstage. Behind closed doors is a different story. That's not a part of the set, my G.
Mm-hmm.
If she goes on stage and then he DMs her, what happens?
Then she.
That depends on her.
Not reply.
That depends on what she do.
Now
she walking on. Now she walking on thin ice.
Yeah.
Should she block him?
She got two choices.
Should she block him? You ain't got to block him. You just don't reply.
You still haven't said if she's for the streets if she goes back.
I already said yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say it clear because you said
for the streets. She for the streets. A girl got mad at me not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago, because I said she was for the streets.
Was she for the streets?
But look though, let me tell you the situation. I want y'all to tell me if she for the streets.
Let's talk about it. Let's break it down.
It's this shorty, you know, I talk to, like we talk occasionally and shit, like not even occasionally, like we talk, like you feel me, like, you know, she come visit me sometimes and shit like that, like she cool and shit. So I got a new number, right? So I text her. I'm like, what I say? I'm like, I got a new. I'm a paraphrase, but this is basically what happened. I'm like, what's the deal, baby? This is my new number. And she's having a full blown conversation with me for like a day or two, right? So on the last day,
I see where this is going.
So on the last day, she finally decided to ask. And mind you, we having like, I'm gonna.
Oh shit! You gonna show us a conversation?
I was gonna ask why is she for the streets, and then you got
check this out. Look, check this out. All right, so look, this is how it started. All right, baby, this is my new number. She said, okay, and then she put the eyes, and then I put the eyes back. I put a little meme with some eyes back, and then she said, good morning, and I said, good morning, shorty. What's for breakfast? She said a yogurt and some granola. I said, that's good for your stomach. I see what you want, stomach on flat. She said, trying to get this summer body ready. That's why. I'm like, what you about to be on this summer? She like business and enjoying life. I'm like, I'm going to be your man this year for Halloween. She said, LMFAO, cute. I said, I miss you in a good way. And I sent some little memes and shit. She going to say, who is this?
Whoa!
So that's when I'm like, hold on. That's when I put the little question face with the little hand under the chin, like what the fuck? So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, this whole time we've been talking this shit. You just talking to me like you know who it is. Whole time you don't even know who it is. And she like all that because I asked the question. That's foul. Yeah. I'm like, well, to confirm, I'm like, my name is Devontae. I go by Taman, blah blah blah. And then I was like, she for the streets, and then she was like, and so what? You doing a whole lot of assuming. And you could take that disrespect shit with you. I'm like, okay. And that was it.
Nah, she too loose with it.
Yo, like, okay, when you started, I first was about to be like, man, how you just gonna say she for the streets? But then you hear the story and it's kind of like,
it's a good reason.
You had a whole conversation with somebody you ain't even know who it was. Because first you reading it, I was gonna say, oh well, maybe they just applied it was you because dynamics. You can see the way it texts and stuff like that.
That's what I
And
assumed. Once
and
and look, and this look. Let me tell you, this is why she's really for the streets. It's not even because she continued the conversation. This is why she really for the streets. How many niggas is calling you baby?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna
How many
like,
niggas is calling you baby?
Because
You just cool with random people calling you baby. You
I was gonna say because me and Tay, we got the homie Nico, and Nico told me straight up. He was like, I don't say this nigga number. He always got a new phone number. So I laugh. So like for me, I'm just like, oh, like in the beginning, I'm like, oh, maybe she know what we know. So like it's not really that big of a thing. But then you ask in the end, who are you? Oh Lord.
Yeah, Tay, nah, you right. She for the streets.
And I knew she was. That's why I didn't even feel like I did nothing wrong. I felt like I said exactly what it was that was going, like, you for the streets. This shit that you just did right now, you don't understand how much you for the streets. Like, you don't understand what you just did.
Maybe you just helped her out to realize it because maybe she didn't know. Now she can figure it out.
I didn't want to just imply it, right? So I'm like setting up all my arguments for the end, and then he comes with, and she asks, "Who is this?"
Yeah,
that's like when they played the R. Kelly tape in court. Like that's it. Like we know what happened.
How many teams? Yeah, Tay, you was right. I can't even hold you.
I can't even argue for you now
because it wasn't like.
See, bro, I'm like, bro, like I'm logical, man. Like I'm not out of my mind. Like when I be talking about women, bro. Like I know it might seem a little vulgar sometimes, like, but like I'm not out of my mind when I be talking about these women, bro. Like I really know what I be talking about, bro. It's just the way I might come off when I say it sometimes. It just might come off a little disrespectful or a little like nonchalant. But bro, I'll be dead ass, bro. I can't trust, bro. I cannot trust.
I will say,
and I understand that there is women out there that can be trusted.
There we go.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. I'm not looking for you. I'm not.
Well, hey, you said that you know they're out there, so that's cool. You got both sides.
So can I ask you something, Tay?
Yeah.
How did you feel about this young lady prior to the text?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. She was my little island breeze. Not no more.
Yeah. Now you got to move on to margaritas or pina coladas or some shit.
Shit, it is what it is, bro. Cause shit, I mean, it ain't like, it's not like we didn't like have a kind of a understanding about each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not in the sense where it's like I should expect her not to like know who I am when I text her baby and shit like that. Like I didn't really expect her to know like it was me, but I kind of did because it's like, how many niggas is calling you? Who else for calling you baby? Like only that's like me saying like, baby, this is my new number. It's like you should already know like, oh, this is him because he's the only nigga that talks to me like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's where my first argument was gonna come from.
But it's like, but at the end of the day, if I was fucking with other females, bro, she wouldn't trip as long as like I wouldn't put it in her face and disrespect her about it. But it's like still though, you're not supposed to expose your, you're not supposed to let me know that you fucking with other niggas. That's where that's my thing right there.
Yo, how hard is it? How hard is it to get a brand new number, text you and say, who is this?
That should have been the first thing you said. Like
you feel me? Like you exposed yourself. Don't get mad at me.
I feel like anytime somebody texts you that you don't know, you would say, "Hey, who's this?"
Exactly, because you know you probably out there doing. Well, she probably just don't give a fuck. Well, I know me. I like to keep it player, and I like to stay clean and fresh. So I'm gonna be like, "Who is this?" I'm gonna cross my T's and dot all my I's. Like I'm not gonna put myself in no situation.
I feel like if you don't know who it is texting you, you're not just gonna carry on a conversation with a random.
That's weird, and I feel like. And
that's crazy on so many levels.
Like it's so weird. Like, but
right now, hey Tay, blah 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 blah, and you start talking to him like, and you don't know who it is. You're gonna be like, yo, before we even get into this, like, who is this? I don't have your number.
I don't be even playing like that, man. Who is this? Like
Yeah,
for
that's
real. Like
crazy.
who the fuck is this? Like say it. I really get mad when people text me and don't say who it is. Or especially if they don't say little shit where I could kind of be like, oh, that's probably whoop-de-whoop. Like if they just be like, hey, or what's up? I'll be like, bro, who does that? Who just says hey or what's up to a number they never hit up before and don't say who they are? That's weird to me.
Yeah, that's really
Unless
for
you
some.
say like,
Because like, all I know it's you.
like, come on, bro. Like, be considerate.
Yeah, they just assuming you know it's them. And like, how would you ever know?
But
It's
if I hit a female, it would be like, baby, this my new number. Come on, how many niggas you got to think about to be who that is? How many niggas pop up that could be the possible person that, you know, I'm like, who you giving your number to? How many niggas you giving your number to? Like, you know, so it's just like she just exposed herself, and it's crazy because she got exposed, and I wasn't even trying to expose her. That's why I can't even trust. Imagine if I was trying to expose a female, like they get exposed, and I don't even be trying to expose them. They don't know how to keep it player. Can't trust. Can't trust, bro. They messy. They messy. They don't care, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, they operating on nigga time, bro. Back in the I'm talking about 2000 nigga energy, bro. That's what they operating on, the 2000 nigga energy, bro. Early 2000 nigga energy. That's what they operating on, fool.
From
no
the
cap.
99?
From the 99 to the 2000s. They operating on that energy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I can't. Nope, not me. That's why y'all niggas is lucky. Y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all not out here in the whirlpool. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad. I'm glad
y'all
I'm not
good.
Because I'll be hearing some funny stories like that from my homeboys, and that shit is hilarious. The stuff I be hearing, the girls be trying to pull on them. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Trash, like, and I ain't even mad because she fuck with other niggas. That's not the point. Just to make that clear. The point is you're not supposed to let me know. You're not supposed to let me know. I'm not supposed to know that you fucking with other niggas, even though I already know. Because we got to understand it. You're not supposed to expose yourself. I would never expose myself fucking with other females. You would never see me nowhere being messy fucking with another female to where you could be like, oh, this nigga fucking with her. You would never see that nowhere. You would think that you're the only person I'm fucking with, literally, like. And that's how I expect it to be for me. Like, don't like, come on, bro. Like, keep it player, man. Like, keep it player, because fast I'll cut you off. Like, I'm not finna be involved in no messy shit like that. Like, come on, bro. I got too much respect for myself. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like, I had that happen, but that was a different situation too at the same time.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't trying to lock you down or nothing, but come on, if we gonna do this, keep it player, man. Like, keep it player. You'll never see none of my bitches. You'll never know I'm talking to no other bitches. And I don't want to know that you talking to no other niggas. Just don't be messy. Don't be messy. Like, if I text you don't know who it is, say, who is this? Don't continue the conversation. Like, that just lets me know you just talk to niggas that just hit you up randomly. You don't even know who they are. Like, come on. That's unattractive to me. I don't even want you no more.
Big facts.
I don't want you no more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I could have acted like a whole different nigga if I wanted to.
You could have called her like a whole different name, like, yo, this is Wooty Whoop, and see what, you know, this is Andre.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I could have been a whole different nigga if I wanted to.
Yeah, I probably would have done that. Have fun with it.
Just for a couple of minutes, you know, just to see where it goes.
Hell no, nigga, I don't play with my heart like that.
Oh no, I'd have been playing around at that point.
Jokes at that point. It would have been pure fun at that point. We were all super laughs.
Man, hell no.
Girl, this is James. You met me at the mobile the other day.
Right.
I ain't meet no nigga at the mobile, but
hell no. I feel
like James.
In those moments, I rather get even than play around. I rather let that person know how I feel than play around, because I wasn't in the playful mood after that. That shit really, like, so sloppy. Like, oh, it's just so sloppy. Like, how could you be so sloppy out here and then get mad because I say you for the streets? Like, how you gonna get mad at me?
I dig.
Nah,
I had a girl kind of do that to me when she found out she was pregnant by her ex.
How'd she get mad at you when you said she was for the streets?
Nah, she tried to play that because, like, you know, at that point she had to, like, end us.
Yeah.
You bullshit. Get out my face. You bullshit.
Yeah, you would have to end us for sure.
You bullshit.
You could have just told me. You ain't gotta act like you don't know me.
Yeah, like you, that's bullshit right there. Like you,
and then a few months later, hit me up and was like, "I forgot how sexy you was. Fuck out of here."
Nah, you weird as fuck. Fuck out of here.
Yo, talk about this though. Talk about this.
Hell
Has
no.
everybody in this group had a girl try to like put a baby on them or something?
No.
Hell no. Hell to the
Really?
no.
Oh,
Really?
hold
Hell
on, wait.
no.
We talking about a born baby, or we talking about
No,
like saying I'm
not a
pregnant?
not an actual baby yet.
Oh, saying I'm pregnant?
Yep.
Hell
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Yep. Had that. That's happened.
Yeah.
Hell no.
My ex, she did that, and I found out later what was going on. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm pregnant."
Oh, you
so
always find out later.
Yeah, so she was like, "Yo, but I'm gonna have an abortion, so I need some money for an abortion." And she asked me and her now ex for money.
Wow. So she was gonna go somewhere like with that double money.
Yep.
She was about to get a purse or go on.
What's that? That's like what's that? Like $800?
Oh no. Planned Parenthood, a lot cheaper.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't even know, but it's a lot. It's enough to do something with. Take that money, take double that money, and whatever money you got, you going somewhere.
No, we're not talking about that far along.
she finna go to Miami.
We're not talking about that far along.
That's crazy.
Hell no, that shit ain't never happened to me.
Nah,
before.
same dude she got married to, moved to another state. Now they divorced.
I had a baby scare before. I thought I got a girl pregnant, but
I think that's happened to like everybody.
luckily she was a good girl, and she actually was, she like was happy to say who was the real father. Like she knew herself, like, okay, this is the daddy. I was so like happy because I was like, I never felt that in my life. Like I really thought I was about to have another baby. I'm like, fuck.
What would you do if you got the mail that said you had to go to the morning show?
Go to the Maury
show.
Would you?
Oh
go?
yeah, I'm there, nigga. What?
I'm going.
I'm going, nigga. Fuck
I'm
you, man. I watched that shit growing up.
I'll be the nigga in the crowd as soon as you hear you are not the father. Hey.
That's not what I expected you to say at all. That's hilarious. So y'all on the show, okay?
Absolutely, I'm getting me a free vacation.
I'm that nigga that's gonna do a backflip and all type of shit. I told you, I told you.
Hey.
Drink, hey, I'm turn to the crowd. Everybody in the crowd, drinks on me tonight.
I don't like the part where the cameraman follow her when she run through the whole stadium.
Yo, she run through the back, but the thing is, it's a whole round the way back, right? So it's like you go back this way, the only way back out is back on stage.
Why do they always find a couch and just
That you knew. The one that I hate is when they had the girl on there that was like, it was like her 15th baby daddy or something that came back.
Oh,
she's
man.
like, I'm 100% sure it's him. You
man,
said
fuck
that
out of here.
before.
Like, man, where you find? You just found this nigga outside the studio.
You guessing like we guessing right now. You don't know like we don't know. We all about to find out.
I just don't know who it could be, Mari.
Like, damn, bitch, this your 15th time, bitch. I don't know how.
I really don't understand how you get in that situation to where you really do not know. Like you have
that
no
should be sad, bro. That's what I be focused on, bro. Like, bitch, how you get in that situation where you gotta go through 10 niggas to figure out who your baby daddy is? Like,
you know what I mean? That 10 separate people hit at 10 separate times without 10 separate rubbers.
That mean all them niggas was hitting at once.
In a short period of time.
It would make me feel better if one of the girls came up in there and was like, Mari, I really don't know. I brought you these 4 dudes. It might be them, it might not, but we'll see.
That's honest.
They be like, man, all of them niggas is the daddy. He got his nose, he got his eyes, his mouth, and he got his chest.
Yeah, you
all
know,
of these niggas is the daddy.
You never see honest, like, hey, we had a crazy night. It might be this point. It might be. It's to show him, and if it ain't him, then it's that motherfucker over there. Because then you be like, how do you know that?
Are you sure? I'm 10,000% sure, Mari.
10 minutes later,
no, it was him.
She run into the couch.
She be like this. It's all you see.
Be like, hey, you are not.
Hit the couch. Hit the couch. Hit the couch.
They be like,
Oh,
I swear to God, them is my funniest things to watch on YouTube. Like I really like to watch those compilations. That shit is funny for
oh
real.
shit! But I would definitely go though. I lost
Go?
respect for Jerry Springer when
Jerry?
I found out those were actors.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
some of that stuff is too crazy. Like that stuff is too
I
crazy.
know the storylines was too crazy, and I figured like, yo, they making up the storylines, but I thought like the people involved had some sort of real animosity. And then when I saw, I think it was like D-Ray on there
Mm-hmm.
and stuff.
D-Ray.
Yeah, it's like legit actors and comedians that be on there.
Mm-hmm.
So like
But
when
Jerry's not here.
when I saw it was like actual, like I was like, oh man, y'all done messed up my whole little viewing experience.
It was like it's like
Yeah.
wrestling. Like you knew it was kind of fake, but you didn't want to know it was fake.
Nah, I didn't know wrestling was fake.
Now wrestling
really?
used to be real.
Wrestling was
That used to be
real for
real.
me, and the reason I found out that wrestling wasn't
Hold on,
real.
let's unpack this. Hold on, what you mean? We might
So
go long.
the way I found out wrestling wasn't real was because Pops took me to SmackDown one day, right? So I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm happy
Same
as
story.
hell. You know, I'm coolest kid. I'm gonna be telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just watched it on TV. I was there. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and how I actually realized it wasn't anything like they were wrestling or anything, and something happened. So like, what happened was Pops was like, "Hey yo, I'm taking you to SmackDown." I'm like, "Yo, this dope, right?" Picks me up, but he's like, "I'm coming to get you on Tuesday." Now, if you know SmackDown, when we was growing up, SmackDown was on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
Mm.
like, okay. I mean, I guess maybe they recording it, you know what I'm saying, so they can show it on Thursday, you know, but they always tell you it's live, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I
First-
guess. And so when we get there, because we get there early, they filming Sunday Night Heat. So I'm like, this
Second
shit
red
can't be
flag.
real. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, this ain't even a day. Like, it's Tuesday. Like, how you gonna record what happens after the main event that we're here to see? Like, so yeah, like that's honestly the reason. Like, I figured out it was fake.
So we kind of found out it was fake similar ways, but the ending was different. Because I too went to go see wrestling because I was a super wrestling fan too. NWO, all that shit was my stuff. WWF, you know, all that, whatever. So my uncles take me, my cousin Daryl, Brent, all that, whatever. We go down to the forum to go see like NWO versus whoever they were versus at the time. All that shit. The red and black versus whoever they was black.
Oh, it was
versus
black and white versus red and black.
Red and black.
NWO. They were both
Right.
NWO.
So we got super good seats. If you know how the forum was built back in the day, you know, the floor was the floor and then everything else was bullshit. We were on the floor. So we could really see what's going on. These guys get to mixing it up. We're like, oh, shoot, they're really grappling. It's really real, whatever. The guy goes back to go, you know, do the slap across the chest. He didn't even hit him. And I was like, huh? I thought I was fucking up. I was like, nah, my eyes must be tripping. My 8-year-old eyes are not working. He goes to go and punch him. He doesn't even hit him. He goes right by his head. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're seeing all this fake fighting for like 35 minutes. And I just look at my uncle and I'm like, you just ruined my childhood, bruh.
For wrestling wasn't even about the wrestling. I was never into it for the wrestling.
Yeah,
it was always the storylines and the superstars. Like I never cared about the wrestling. That's why when I found out it was fake, I didn't care. Like I would still watch it because of the storylines. I didn't
like,
care about
that was the main part. But like thinking back on it, I always told myself, like looking at the storylines, I'm like, we should have known this shit was fake as fuck. Like, yo,
like, come on, bro.
They literally kidnapped Stephanie McMahon and went from arena to arena with a kidnapped Stephanie McMahon. Who thought this was for real?
This nigga Ken Shamrock running around trying to save her ass and shit.
Like Undertaker just got her kidnapped from city to city. We go into the arenas every week.
Like Kane was really supposed to be a dead man that's alive now. Like, come on, we knew, but we didn't know.
And Kane was supposed to be the incarnation of hell.
It's like Tay said, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's just like Tay said. It ties into the same shit.
Yeah, I don't
Why
want
do
to
you
know
do
all
it?
that. Like, don't tell. Like, if you, man, if you supposed to
Talk
be
to me
trying to sell
nicely.
me on something, sell me. Like, don't like. I'm okay with that. Just like, don't just be player with it. Like, don't be messy with it, man. Like, come
That's
on,
exactly how I
cause then I'm gonna
felt.
feel like you trying to insult my intelligence. Like, come on, man.
I feel like
That's exactly what my 8-year-old mind felt. I was like, this is some bullshit. I'm back to basketball and football.
yeah,
Couldn't do it.
that was that bullshit. But that's how I realized wrestling was fake because it wasn't even no wrestling shit. It was just being there and being like, how y'all filming 2 events that ain't even supposed to be on this day?
Yeah, it wasn't even my
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Though Undertaker and Kane and all that shit, the Brood, man, that shit used to be scary to me though.
It used to be scary, bro. That's why,
Yeah.
like, yo, them kidnapping Stephanie McMahon, like that
That shit was scary
storyline.
to
I
me.
was like,
Really
yo,
thought
what
she was
are they
kidnapped.
That shit
doing?
was scary to
Yeah.
me, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm like, they just missed where she was at.
What?
You know what I was thinking? Good thing Booker T isn't involved because his black ass is going down.
I wasn't thinking that.
I was. I'm glad they was never involved in no crazy stuff. So I really thought it was real. I'm telling you, like I really thought like Stone Cold did not like The Rock for real. Like if he saw him, it was on site. I really thought these were
I
things
did think that though.
when I was a kid, I really thought these were things. So I was like, wow, they're really doing crazy stuff. They're
Hey
really
yo, if anything, Stone Cold, I mean, The Rock is The Rock, the #1 person to sell a stunner.
Yeah, that nigga is the greatest at selling. You know, him and Stone Cold used to have competitions on who could sell their finishers the best.
Nah, I didn't know that. Because The Rock was over here doing backflips when he got stunner.
That nigga would backflip and land in the fucking corner of the turnbuckle with his legs on the top.
He would have a ropes bounce him back and everything.
Like, bro.
I would watch that
funny.
now
Like,
that I know it's fake as an adult. I would watch that video on YouTube.
Because it's funny because I don't know if I sent it to y'all, but like it was a video I saw the other day where Stone Cold did a stunner on Triple H, and then a fan rushed into the ring. I'm gonna send it to the.
That nigga got his ass whooped.
Yeah, so he rushed into the ring, right? Like Stone Cold literally just this is early Stone Cold too. So he literally just stunnered Triple H, right? Triple H lays out. Fan hops up in the ring ASAP, starts attacking Stone Cold. Triple H gets up like nothing happened and starts beating up the fan. And then the referee comes in and starts kicking him in the head. It's hilarious. Yeah.
He got that.
Like, what that remind you of? What that remind you of?
Dave. Here we go.
Yo, did y'all see homie's arm that was like this? Like, what is this? How you handcuff?
I just sent it to the chat.
All right, I'm gonna look at that because that's funny. But before we get up out of here, let's talk about how you should not rush the stage ever again. Did you see homie's arm and how he was lumped up like Martin?
I saw the arm. I didn't see his face, but I saw the arm with him in the on the stretcher.
You talking about the nigga that rushed Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture of the chat. He got these 2 big ass lumps right here, bro.
No, I seen that shit. I seen it.
Black said he ain't seen his face. I'm gonna send that shit to you, Black, because his shit is fucked.
Yeah,
his shit lumped up.
We was talking about it before you
seen
came
a picture with him in the
I saw him on the stretcher, but I didn't see his head. I just saw the arm.
Oh yeah,
I'll send you the full thing. This shit is like this, and his face is deep.
So yeah, we was talking about that before you hopped in, and pretty much, man, for a bullshit tackle, like first off, he should have did what we learned in Pee Wee. You better wrap up.
Wrap up.
He didn't even tackle.
Well,
he did a little.
He didn't play football when he was a kid.
He did a little shoulder joint, and then like he ran, and he could have probably got away, but it was nowhere to run apparently. And
where you gonna go?
His ass got turned around.
He gonna run into a crowd of fish wherever he go.
Right.
His ass got turned around, and then like all of a sudden you see the camera scene over the right, and it looked like a scene out of the Boondocks. Like niggas just in the corner.
Why this nigga Dave Chappelle still talking on the mic regular? This nigga in the background.
They are beating his ass.
Hell yeah, let him know.
His nigga said, let me go see if he has a statement.
Yo, he was getting
like literally the crazy part in that whole thing for me was like you don't see nobody in the crowd trying to like, all right, let's restrain him. Like, nah, just everybody in there like, nah, nigga, beat his ass.
You don't know. You just sitting there in the crowd and then some dude just runs past you like,
Man, that nigga had a whole knife on him.
That's
What
crazy.
I just read said he had a gun, so it's obviously
It was a knife connected to a gun.
I thought it was a prop gun though. I thought it wasn't like a real
Yeah,
gun.
it wasn't a real gun. It was a knife gun. That's why I said it was a knife.
So he's super crazy, man. First of all, but he actually made a song called Dave Chappelle. Like apparently in the past.
Yeah, I wasn't listening to that trash. I don't even want to.
Oh, we're not even
talk about
listening
no
to
music.
that.
I just want to talk about him getting his ass beat.
Oh, he got pumped out, and it's kind of a good, I think, balancing act because a lot of people feel like they can go on stage now and do some crazy.
I don't think that's true. I think you always have people who are willing to try in that moment to do something, to try to get on stage and have that moment. Like that's always been there. Like you look at soccer events, somebody always wants to hop over the barricade and go run on the field.
Yeah,
that's not everybody.
Look what just
tackled and hurt.
What are you talking about? Look what just happened in the first round of the NBA.
They just had the
Minnesota
dude.
and Grizzlies.
It was a video I saw last week. Dude hopped on stage with Travis Scott, and he was trying to just shake Travis's hand, and Travis ignored him the whole time.
Did he get beat up?
I don't remember.
Damn, because he should have. Well,
but yeah, he should have. But fans do that shit all the time.
I saw Action Bronson throw dude off the stage. That was great.
Yeah, so I'm saying like people hop on the stage all the time or try to. It doesn't mean that's a common thing for everybody to think that they want to do it, but it's not uncommon.
I like that they set the precedent. Like if you were to do this is what could happen to you.
Yep, it's not all right.
That's always been a thought of what can happen. It's just like even if you look at this situation, like security isn't fully on it because you don't think this is going to happen.
That is a thing. They should have maybe been a little bit more aware just because you never know what's going to happen, but I don't know.
That's why I said like in cases where it's, that's what I say, like in cases where it's concerts, this shit happens all the time.
It's kind of crazy because you would think, like, especially how that place is laid out, he shouldn't have necessarily been able to get to him so easily.
Nah, just take that one nigga to run. Just like, if you look at these dudes who do it at the soccer game, they just stand there, they wait till security ain't really paying it no attention, ain't paying them no mind. Go. Hop over the barricade.
Yeah, that happens at soccer and football, but like that's a stadium. That's like it was at
it don't matter. They still
it's
the same thing. You just gotta commit. You just gotta wait, make sure when they feel like security is at their laxest, they not paying you no mind, hop over and get up there.
And then he really got to him. Like, what if he actually could form tackle? Dave would have been speared. He would have really got tackled.
Yeah, I mean, he would have still got his ass beat, but yeah, he would have actually got tackled.
But he could have hurt Dave. Like, what if he had that
knife? In that same light, that's how dudes get on concert stages and all of that. You just wait till security a little lax, hop up there, take your chance. Like it's people willing to do that.
Man, that's crazy.
That nigga spent his money to go there to do that, to get his ass whooped.
To get his ass whooped, go to jail.
He got his arm dislocated too. Like he's in a bad way.
Dislocated. That bitch looked like it wasn't part
of
his body.
That shit don't even belong to him no more.
It looked like Play-Doh.
Dave gave it back to him at the end, like, oh, here's your arm. Who they beat your ass? Left it.
Only thing holding his arm in place is the skin, nigga.
Pretty much. His stuff is gross right now.
That nigga, oh, you the nigga that hopped on that Dave Chappelle stage, huh?
Like, really? I don't know. I mean, you can't put no logic on crazy, so, you just gotta chalk it up this nigga's crazy, but geez Louise.
No, I won't say he was crazy. It's plenty of niggas. Like I said, it's plenty of niggas who hop up there and try to do that
stupid.
for their moment. It's stupid.
No, he was trying to hurt Dave. He had, like, tweeted about it and stuff like that. Like, this was a thing.
Nigga, if he was trying to hurt Dave, I think he would have. Like, he had a full lane. Like, you gonna tackle the nigga? Like, dog, if you want to stab the nigga, you would have ran up with the knife or something.
That's you thinking logically. You can't put logic on crazy, bro.
I'm not thinking that's crazy. I'm thinking the nigga is stupid.
Definitely dumb. I think he's both.
If you think somebody worried about paying no major tickets to go hop over
crazy person would have ran up there and stabbed the nigga in the neck.
Exactly.
Then looked at the crowd and licked the knife.
Nigga wouldn't have been running off as soon as he tackled him on the floor or like kind of got him on the floor trying to get off and go run to the back.
So you think his whole game was just to get on the stage and then tackle
and
David
do
and leave?
something wild, yeah, and then try to get off. That was it.
I feel like he tried to tackle Dave, but Dave sidestepped him a little bit. He couldn't get it, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I missed."
Okay, but he still had Dave on the floor. So at that point, if he really wanted to do something, he wasn't gonna run off to the back. That don't make sense. If I came here to cause harm to you, why would I run off?
Yeah, he was trying to get his lick in and get on.
You think he just wanted that one hit and then he just wanted to get out of here, huh?
Yeah, he just wanted to get his little lick in and then
Stupidity.
I feel like he had a plan, it just didn't go his way, and when it didn't go his way, he didn't know what to do. So he's like trying to get out.
Stupid.
I don't feel like he just wanted to tackle him. I feel like he really tried to, like, I don't know.
I don't believe he just wanted to tackle him, but I don't believe that he was gonna do anything crazy neither. Like I said, once you got him on the floor, if my mission is to really come up here and stab you, dog, if I got you on the floor, why am I gonna get up and run the opposite way?
That's you thinking logically. I understand.
Nah. Make it make sense.
I can't make crazy make sense, bro. What would make
That's not crazy. That's stupidity. No, we're not talking about crazy. Not crazy.
Nigga, crazy is stalking that nigga, show his itinerary, finding out where he finna be at, nigga, and sitting right there for 5 hours.
If he was crazy, he would have pulled out a knife and been trying to stab him. He wouldn't have ran off to the back. That's not what he did.
He didn't have no plan. He didn't have no plan, man.
You're next, and then this happens. Like, this sounds like a little premeditated a little bit to me. If I'm making a song about you, I'm tweeting about you, like, I'm definitely
it sound like a nigga trying to get some SoundCloud clicks.
You think that was his motive, huh?
Stupidity.
Everybody trying to get on nowadays and go viral, man. It's easy.
That's crazy to think like that would be.
Like I said, if a nigga is trying, if the game is trying to punch you and he tackle you, you think he gonna run off after he gets you on the ground?
That's a different. The game likes to hurt people. That's
nah. If the game is trying to hurt you, and he tackles you somewhat to the ground, you think he gonna run off to the back?
Definitely not, but that's the game. He fights.
All right.
That kid that we saw.
So you talking about somebody who you said wanted to cause harm. You said he's crazy. He wanted to pose harm to Dave. He got him in a vulnerable position, and he decides to run off
because he couldn't do what he wanted to do. He wasn't really necessarily all.
See, that's why he's not crazy. Because a crazy person would have committed, even if he didn't have nothing else to do.
Dave would have been hurt. There was enough time for him to actually do some damage to Dave if he really wanted to do Dave like that. No security came up on him. Security did not get to him until he ran to the back.
No, they definitely didn't get to him in nearly enough time to stop any shenanigans. Like if he had an actual gun or something.
Exactly. So if he wanted to pose harm, but you saying he had a knife.
Why would you take a knife up there if you don't want to harm nobody?
What you saying he do?
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So if he does, why would I run to the back if I have this knife and I have you in a vulnerable position?
He freaked out.
That had to be that. It couldn't have been his intentions.
That's not you're not crazy.
I
heard of people freezing in a moment where
you're not crazy.
He too self-aware. He was too self-aware to be called crazy.
What would you call it? You just stupid?
That's what we said from the beginning.
I don't know, man. I feel like there's level to this. I feel like
you're not crazy if you thinking about it in the end.
I think you're crazy to think that this would work in any type of way, like to get you clout or.
I think that's stupid because you know it's not gonna work, but you still try it anyway.
Yes.
Well, it's
what
crazy
you're talking about
it would work though, because he obviously probably would work if he did.
This ain't about clout. This is about publicity, and it works publicity because his name is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I don't even know what his name is. I know he's a.
I'm not paying attention to it, but I know if you Google search the Dave Chappelle situation, you'll find his name. They Shade Room put up the fact he had a song with all of that. You would have never guessed that if he don't go up there and rush the stage.
He connected to Dave Chappelle now.
Where do you think this goes now? Like, all right,
nowhere.
He's
this ain't gonna go nowhere.
Nowhere, but that's not the point because he got his viral 15.
Yep, that's all it's about. 20 seconds of fame.
It's not. I don't even know if it was 20, but
Motherfuckers will die and go to jail for that shit nowadays.
He got
bruh.
his viral 15. See,
he
you
almost died. He
over
definitely went to jail for
you
sure.
overthinking it. He got
That's
his
crazy.
viral 15. Ain't nothing crazy about this. Like I said,
Hey,
if the nigga wanted to
that's what
cause
it amounts-
if
that's
the
crazy.
nigga wanted to cause Dave bodily harm, he had all the advantage to do so.
That's wild.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to get them
He
charges.
definitely threatened him. If he wouldn't have said anything threatening beforehand, I would ride with you guys. But
Nigga said it in the song, nigga. I could say
on
fuck
your
whoever,
tweets
I could say this and I could say that all day. If I really wanted to harm this guy and I have him in a vulnerable position, I'm not going to run.
if you're
I'm gonna
about
take
that,
them charges. I'm for sure taking them charges.
if you're about that life.
No, but what are you talking
A lot
about?
of people
You
talk
keep
crazy, but they're not really about that life.
okay, he just hopped on stage to tackle him. You keep trying to make the argument that he was willing to do something because he made this song. If he was willing to do something while I have you in a vulnerable position,
I think
I can
thought
do
he was
something.
willing to do something, and then he had the position that he needed, and then he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
He's not crazy then.
No, then he not crazy. He's stupid.
Okay.
A crazy person is not finna be like, oh shit,
Oh
I
shit,
had
I'm
you, I
on
guess not.
stage. Oh my
God. Oh, I gotta get
gosh.
out of here.
No, he's already at the knife. I got you on the floor.
Why would you take all that stuff then?
20 seconds of fame.
You get killed over that. But yeah, okay. All right. I hear what y'all saying. It's crazy though. It's wild.
That shit's not crazy, bro.
It's stupid.
I'm gonna say it's wild then.
That shit not even wild.
It's
That
stupid.
That shit just dumb as fuck. Stupid as hell.
Stupid. 20 seconds of fame. Like I said, if my nigga wanted to do something, he had all the time in the world to do it. I'm looking at that whole situation.
It'd have been crazy if he would have stabbed Dave Chappelle. That would have been crazy.
Stabbed him, that would have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
I think even the attempt is crazy to think that you can really get up there.
He didn't even attempt to stab him.
He didn't attempt to.
No, the attempt to go up on stage with something that looks like
no,
something.
There's
so you think people that run in the middle of fucking sports games are crazy?
They don't have a weapon with them. It's different.
How do you know? We never find that out, bro.
Yeah, you
we
do.
never find that part out.
They would
no,
tell you
don't. We never look at it because it's normal. Like you don't look at people who hop on stage at concerts and say, "Oh, they crazy." No, you just wait for security to either beat their ass or push them back into the crowd.
You say, look at this dumb motherfucker
right here.
You don't say, "Oh, this nigga's crazy." Oh my god,
he tried to go up there on stage.
I would think he was
jumped on stage. Oh my goodness.
Weapon with him. Yeah, I would think you're crazy, bro. What are you doing?
He didn't do anything for what that
if you decide to jump on stage with it, I'm gonna think you a crazy ass nigga. Yeah, I'm like, this nigga Tay lost his fucking mind because he would get the shit beat out of him on stage. He might get
just
shot.
Because I got a knife on me that nobody knows I have a knife on me.
A knife gun.
He didn't have it out.
He didn't get to pull it out.
He didn't plan to use that motherfucker.
So he didn't plan to use it then. So your whole argument don't make sense because nobody knew he had it on him until they beat his ass.
That's the point of a concealed weapon. You're not
okay. So again, nobody knew he had it on him till they beat his ass. So your point is kind of not valid at that point because at that point he's just a regular person rushing the stage
with a knife on him.
Nobody knows he has it on him. At that point, he's just a regular person rushing the stage.
Okay, so before you find out that he got the knife, is he crazy? Because you didn't find out he had the knife until after. Mm-hmm. So was he not crazy and then became crazy once you found out he had the knife, or like what's going on?
If I didn't see any of the tweets beforehand or nothing like that, didn't know
any of the
backstory, I would think he was a crazy ass.
You didn't see any of the tweets beforehand. You didn't know the nigga before you found out he tackled him.
I got it all at the same time. When I saw the news is when I saw all the stuff. I didn't see it during.
You didn't know. You saw, oh shit, nigga tackled Dave Chappelle.
It was all like
he got song tweets. But you started off with nigga tackled Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I was like, why this? The first thing I thought when I saw it, I was like, this nigga is crazy. Why did he try to tackle Dave Chappelle? So then I slid across and I was like, wow, he really wanted to harm Dave Chappelle. That is crazy.
No, he didn't.
That's how I took it, bro.
So you think somebody who intends to harm somebody will get that much of a chance to do it and not do it, and then be really crazy? Like,
I don't know.
That's
bro.
the point. That's the point I'm making.
I'm
Like
not
you
crazy.
majorly naive to think that somebody who wants to do bodily harm to somebody gets that opportunity and doesn't do it.
If they're about that life, but I've definitely heard of a lot of times when people talking about
Okay, well then they're not crazy. They just somebody who's saying, "Oh my gosh, if I was ooh,"
Twitter fingers.
and then they go back into their corner. That's not crazy. That's just somebody venting at that point.
It seems like Twitter fingers came to life though, and then when it came to life, he wasn't prepared for what happened for real because he was there.
No.
I don't know, man.
No.
Don't do that though. Moral of the story: don't do that. That's crazy. That's wild. Don't do
that. No.
Nobody's gonna think that's cool. Like,
nobody's gonna think that's cool. Like that was just the stupidest. That was the stupidest thing to do.
Let me stop what I'm paid to do. Let me stop work right now and what you know what I mean? Let me pull you up on stage if that's the thing. That's different. If I invite you on a stage, that's different. But don't just rush up on the stage and think it's gonna be sweet because that's weird. Nobody goes
People do it. People do it to fucking artists at concerts all the time. This is a regular occurrence.
Yeah, you could look that shit up on YouTube, man. I'm pretty sure it's a long ass compilation.
Hey man, just because it happens a lot, shouldn't be normal.
We're not saying it's normal. We're not saying that. Well, it is actually normal, but we're not saying that it's right. We saying that it happens. So you can't assume that a person is crazy because he got up on stage and did that. This is a regular occurrence.
We gotta. Hey, then I'm willing to say that that's a lot of crazy people and stupid people. I think they can go together.
Not they just stupid.
Well, to the dude that did that we don't know your name, we're never gonna know your name because we don't care.
He's mightily stupid.
Definitely, and anybody else that thinks they can do that is what again? Say it one more time.
We need
you big to say stupid. Big dummy.
Folks, don't do that.
Big dummy.
We've had a pretty dope episode. We got some major gems in the beginning of this episode. We had some pretty funny ass random conversations at the end, and we definitely found out some lady was for the streets today. To pull a cap on everything, man. I like fucking with y'all, man. Every Wednesday is hilarious.
Oh, that's the title of the episode, by the way.
What is it? Every Wednesday is hilarious?
Nah, for the streets.
Ben gonna be like, what? He'll be like, I'm not for the streets. What are you talking about? Man, you messing up my AWAL shit already, cuz that's fucked up of you, man.
Yep, the girl I was talking about, she a Virgo, her birthday in September, her name start with a C, and she Belizean.
Ooh, give us her strength. She already is off of that. Give us one more indescript thing about her.
All right.
Nah, just give me one more letter and I'm gonna start guessing names.
No, I'm not even gonna do that.
No. I got you. We went to the same middle school and high school.
Ah, she out of here.
Oh, I just wanted another letter of the name, and I was gonna start guessing names like I was on Ted, and he was guessing all the little.
Christina, you're out of here.
Christina, Christy, Sierra,
CA, no.
Carmen.
That's actually close. The Carmen one was actually close. That was close.
Hey, Carmelita, you out of here, bro.
You got the first three letters right. It's definitely a car. But I ain't saying nothing else.
I'm gonna figure it out later. I'm gonna figure it out for next show. I just want to do kind of.
All we know, if it's anybody from the PJ area and you got a car in your name, you for the streets right now until we know anything different.
Yes, ma'am. See, that's why you don't play with me
Carson,
like that.
Carletta.
Oh, you. Ooh.
Keep it going.
I'm gonna have some more for you.
Hey, our game is about to be super lit. You already know.
Oh shit.
Hey,
hell
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that's rocking with us. If you made it to the end of this, we fuck with y'all a long way, like y'all fuck with us.
Absolutely.
We gonna have some more next week.
Oh yeah, you can't see me, but
Next week through the weekend, yeah, they definitely can see you. Only we can see you.
Hey, I was watching the
John Cena
interview.
out here.
I was watching the interview. That shit had me dying. Nigga, you got the Batman shit on. I was like, what the fuck?
I was wondering if you would notice that. I'm probably gonna put a Kakashi mask on myself this week, just since all it is. If I put us on, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail. I'm trying to take it a different way, maybe. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
All right, y'all. Rexy,
I'll start wearing a screen mask.
Rexy, I actually have one.
Scream or Jason.
Tay May, 91, Black.
Yo, peace out to everybody that's watching the show, man. We appreciate all the love and support.
Yo, my man has a mask now. Are people gonna be able to see it?
That's hard. I need one of those.
You've been waiting to go to a Rave, huh? You wanted that clearance from Ben. Now that you got it,
I need that.
You should have did the whole podcast with that, bro. As soon as Ben said you could go to EDM, you could go. You should have.
I need that there, bro. No cap. I need one of them masks.
Black, you missed your moment when Ben started talking about EDM. You should have put that shit on, bro.
I'm really gonna get a mask though, for real. I'm really gonna get a mask, so motherfuckers.
Nah, it just get hot as hell in here.
I'm gonna get a mask or something. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get some shit. I'm gonna create an identity for myself for the show.
Let's do it. I'm with it. I got
okay,
one eye
right. Identity week because you is kind of looking like Slick Rick. I'm gonna figure something out.
I gotta get some more change though. I'm working on that. What you gonna come with next week, Tay? We gotta have some shit.
I don't know. I might be Hugh Hefner or something. I don't know.
Be still standard. I don't know. We'll see.
I might be Hugh Hefner or something.
I'd be scaring kids. I'd be scaring the shit out of kids with this mask. All I do is go like this.
Yeah, you would intimidate me too if I was a kid. I'd be like, nah, mommy, where the adults?
Run.
Call the authorities. Right.
Yeah, I wore this shit for Halloween one time and just walked around with the black hoodie, all black hoodie on, and with a bat.
Oh, you was trying to get shot. You was playing with your life that Halloween.
Oh shit. And then you just stand behind people like this.
This nigga's tripping.
Shit, bro.
Don't do it. You don't play with me like that, boy. These reflexes is crazy.
It's the neck work. You just gotta.
These reflexes is crazy, man.
I'm out of here.
I get. Oh shit.
Yup. I'm getting a move. And his feet work. If you within arm length, you might get a cut.
I'm for sure gonna bop you one time before I run.
You get two quick 1-2s, and I'm out of here. I'm making moves.
I'm gone. Boop, boop. I need that. The feet already running in the direction before I even hit you.
Yeah, that's how I know what I'm dealing with. I gotta, shit. You said he had a bat, so I'm out of here.
Oh, wow. Palm a nigga in his nose, just
That's always my biggest thing in scary movies. I'm like, y'all run away and you gonna trip? That's when I'm not gonna trip. Believe I'm not gonna trip.
Niggas is crazy. Niggas trying to trip and run from niggas like, bro.
For me, if I saw somebody with that, I'm not gonna trip when I'm running away. I'm out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I always been the type of nigga, bro. I always said, bro, if I was in a scary movie, bro, I'm not running, bro. I'm not gonna run, bro, and I'm not hiding, bro. I'm going to go see what the noise is, and for somebody right there, nigga, we finna get down. I'm not finna run. I'm not finna hide from you, bro. I'm not doing that. Because that's gonna make me more scared. I'm gonna be more scared knowing that you chasing after me, bro. Like, what? I'd rather just get it over with. Like, now I'm finna knock this nigga down. This nigga got me fucked up. Like, nah.
It's more like this.
What if it turns into a werewolf or something in front of you? Then you still, what you doing?
Nigga, we talking about real life though. Nigga, not no movie shit.
I just sat behind him like this.
Right, in real life, ain't no nigga turning into no wolf, nigga.
Hey, if I saw
the bat along the ground,
looking like that, I'm getting some distance, bro.
Nigga, what? Nigga, this what I'm gonna do. Nigga, this what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, motherfucker wanna play with me? After I just got out of jail, nigga, make me go back after I just got 2 strikes, nigga, wanna make me go back to jail. This motherfucker.
So you've obviously seen Fresh Prince.
Nigga, what? Nigga, you think you crazy, nigga? I'm gonna act crazier than you, nigga.
It didn't work for Ashley, and it ain't gonna work for you either. It worked until you meet somebody that's actually
mind
crazy.
your business.
I ain't going for that, bro. Because if once my life is on the line, then I don't care. I'm not scared. Once I know that I gotta go to the extent to kill somebody, bro, I'm not gonna care.
No,
I'm not gonna be scared.
Mind
It's
your
levels.
business.
It's definitely levels.
Mind your business.
Like if somebody trying to come kill me, bro, I'm not gonna be scared because now I know, okay, now I got the right to kill this motherfucker because he's trying to kill me.
Yeah, I feel the same.
So I'm not gonna be scared of you. Like hell, I'm not gonna be scared of you. Fuck, I look like running from somebody trying to kill me, bro, with a bat and a mask. You got me fucked up.
Well, I mean, it was this one. I had to balance it out with the scary because the year before I was the Stay Puft Marshmallow dude. So I was walking around with an inflatable costume. And like,
wow.
yeah,
You
like
keep running that.
all the kids had
Really
a
what
kick
you
out of
should
that
have.
one.
You still have it?
My ex has it.
I'm gonna be
You should let me borrow
Barney
it.
this year probably.
It's probably all screwed up because she took it to work a few times.
Screwed up.
Yo, I'm gonna be Barney.
You gonna be Barney for real? I don't know what I'm
Barney
gonna
for Halloween. That'd be hard. If I could
That
really
would
find a
be-
Barney costume, what?
You probably could.
That'd
Online?
be hard as fuck.
I'm sure you could.
Nigga be Barney, nigga. I end up fucking around, start doing kids parties.
Black is practicing for his EDM trips that he's about to take now. Where's your first rave you gonna go to, Black? Which one you want to go to? You trying to go to Hard Summer? You trying to go to I don't know no other
Them
ones.
motherfuckers be looking lit, man. I got some friends that be going to them bitches. Them shits be looking lit. No cap.
I don't know no other names to them, but those ones.
It's this one that they be having in Las Vegas. That shit be looking like it be lit.
EDC.
Yeah, that shit be that shit be looking crazy.
It look kind of fun, but I feel like it also looks like a kind of lot of energy. I don't know.
That's why I asked that 32 am I too old to go. That's what made it funny.
I guess it just depends on what kind of 32-year-old you are. Are you 32 years young, as they say, as them fucking losers say, or are you 32? I don't know.
Well, all right, nigga. We ended up going a whole extra little bit. we tried
Damn,
to
we
end it.
did, huh? Oh shit. All right, well, we out.
All right, y'all.
We fuck with y'all. Peace.
Peace to the Middle East.
She for the streets.